Mic test, mic test. Hello everyone and welcome back to another Buddy Bison stream. So, feel like we can get right into it, right? Where, last time we ended Act 3 with some shenanigans against, Aryan Road by Rufus. We moved into Eventide, where we are just chilling at kind of Michelin Wonderland. Just finalizing some stuff. And yeah, I mean that's what we're doing. The main thing is changed for the Michelin tickets, like the special ones, and Michelin Wonderland and all that cool stuff with Machette right there. So interesting news. I say interesting. So on Monday I purchased some acoustic foam, and it came in on Thursday, yesterday. So now instead of having a pile of towels acting kind of as like the sound insulation, I now have one tile underneath my mic, and then two tiles in like a V, like this. If the mic were my like thumb right there, it's like this, with the mic right there, and then a towel draped on top of it, just to try and cut out as much sound as possible. And I used the remaining 3 tiles because I got a 6-pack of like 1x1 square feet tiles, and I put those around my PlayStation in like I don't want to say a pyramid, but almost in like a pillow fort kind of way, just to try and like block out any additional noise. I'm not sure if that was ever like a big issue or not, but all I know is that I think it's better this way. Oh, hey, how's it going? I forgot that Patiri was a character. Hey, Reen, wanna go for a drink or something? You can come to my stall, just make sure you sell your bill. Don't go thinking you get special treatment just because you're a regular. But wouldn't that... Oh, never mind. You two opened up a stall, huh? You got a problem with that? I gotta earn some extra cash to pay Cargo's medical bills somehow. Machias wasn't doing anything, so I figured he could help out too. I do have other responsibilities, you know? After seeing how hard you worked to find Cargo, I figured this was the least I could do. I wasn't able to help you before, but I intend to make up for that. Machias? It all makes sense now. Well, hey, I know you got stuff of your own to deal with, fighting with the government and all. Seems you've been pushing yourself pretty hard lately, for once in your life. Doing your duty is fine and all, just make sure you come home safe. Got everyone in the Ost District worried. Got it. I never thought I'd hear you say something so considerate. Who are you and what have you done with the real Patiri? The real Patiri's gonna feed you your glasses if you don't shut up. Right. Let me buy you a drink later. Non-alcoholic, of course. Nice. Make mine a Gamgee ginger ale. I'm about to drink you under the damn table. It's non-alcoholic. Nobody's going to be under any tables. Underneath it all, you can tell how much Patiri cares about Machias. Everything depends on tomorrow. We've gotta do our best so these two can keep their promise. Okay, so I forgot, because I was like, who? Because, like, I feel like it's like Reen is shipped with whoever you want him to be shipped with. Gaius is with Linda. I was like, who are the other people with? Because Eustace is with Milliam. So I guess Machias is with Patiri. Now that just leaves me curious about who's Elliot's ship? So you gonna buy something or what? I got kids' hospital bills to pay for. Patiri, what happened to your service smile? Awkward, forced smile. The hell, Machias, don't you dare start pulling a Cynthia on me, you four-eyed twerp. Machias has learned to give as well as he gets to. Shop, buy, Nekamishi plush, Mishi Pecky, right along Mishi. Yeah, I don't need that. Okay. Can I get some food or something? Okay. So I have no idea where I missed these two recipes. And that's the annoying thing. Hey, how's it going? Here, Selena, I brought you some drinks. Oh, thank goddess, I was about to keel over. Wait, I'm supposed to be in character right now. Not to sound ungrateful or anything, but do you think you can pass it over without anyone noticing? Oh, right, sorry about that. I think I just fucked on something I wasn't supposed to see. Is that who I think it is inside there? How long is she? No, never mind. I shouldn't be prying any more than I already have. Oops, that was a close one. I need to be more careful. We don't want to crush anybody's dreams after all. God fucking damn it. No. Celine. Who? Fuck, I don't know who Celine is. I can't think of it. Luis. I know you're such an amusement park aficionado, Luis. Last time I was in Cross by an annual pass, so I pretty much know this place inside and out. Luis is going to give you a grand tour. Yep, we're planning on meeting up with Laura and Fee a little later, but for now we thought it might be fun to spend some time with the current Thor students. Maybe alumni, but we're really just following Luis's lead. Well, when it comes to Michelin, I'm practically a professor. Come on, you three. I'll give you the definitive amusement park experience. 3? Want me to come as well? Well, I guess I could. Guess it could be interesting. Oh, go have fun, Celine. Cats don't get to ride amusement park rides every day. Right? That I do feel like that would be one very special exception. It's like, we're just letting this cat get on a roller coaster? Okay, so we got a whole bunch of shit. What the fuck? Oh, it's a picture. The Ferris wheel looks really magical when it's lit up at night. Good, let's enter X when we get a chance. Give me that picture. Send landscape photos.
Hey, let me take.
It's hanging good.
There's a little.
Photo of Rose and Celine. Okay. Wow. This guy is good. This guy... Look at these two. They were just accepted getting their picture taken. That's nice. Hey, how's it going? Lover boy? Aren't the others here yet? Oh, yeah. I asked Kurt and Maya along, but there's no sign of them. Come on, guys, where are you? I mean, there's like a 50-50 chance at best of her showing up to anything. I never expected Kurt to flake out on me. Wait a minute. This is my chance. Should I ask Ada to ride the Ferris wheel with me one-on-one? Are you alright, Sydney? You're looking rather intense. Looks like Sydney and I are getting to spend some time alone with Ada without even planning it. Just hoping he doesn't mess things up. That's high hopes. Hey, Cannon, how's it going? Hey, sir, please don't move a reach. What is it? Stay where you are. There's a piece of waffle right by your foot. I don't want you to get your shoes dirty. Sorry if my help is unwanted. Oh, thanks for helping me out. Haha. Dude, you're awesome, Cannon. Ooh, delicious meat. Yeah, that's... might be delicious meat, but it's not delicious meat for me. Nor this ice cream. Yay. Ah, hello there, Scheherazade and Olivert. Shara, have you considered, just ever so slightly, slowing your pace a hair? You're drinking like fish with alcoholism. Gulp. Ah, don't be such a wet blanket. First we get to go out in a while and you want to ruin all the fun? No, that is hardly what I... Well, I suppose there's no harm in getting loose this evening. Allow me to join you in the festivities. I don't think so. You need to take it easy. Remember what the doctor told you about giving your body time to heal? Fair, I suppose. Don't worry, when this is all over and you're fully recovered, we'll go out for a really wild night. We'll call up Ina, hit all liberals' best bars, and party till dawn. As tempting as that sounds, I wonder if we could dial it back just a little tonight. Did you say something? Nothing at all, my dearest. I wonder who this Ina is. Anyways, it really seems like only Cher and Mueller could get away with treating the prince the way they do. Oh, hey! While you're here, there's something I've been meaning to give you, Rien. Here, this is my palm party account ID. Let's play a game or two sometime. Yeah, okay, cool. Oh, great, thank you. You know, Cher, you really are my one and only. Given the events this evening has in store, I'll keep you company as you drink. But I'll make sure you do so in moderation. You gonna pour or you gonna keep talking? Right, here you are. Straight up. You gonna pour me more alcohol? Or you gonna try and talk your way out of this bitch? Charizard looks like she's already had plenty to drink. Sarah asked for us. I should at least try. Sorry to interrupt you, but I have something to ask. Aaron explained that he was looking for participants to take part in the drinking contest. I see! Facing off against Sarah would be fun. I'll definitely take part. Don't feel like you have to. Looks like you've had a lot to drink already. Don't worry about me. Go straight to my cheeks, but I'm just starting out. Are you sure, Your Highness? I don't think you're going to be able to stop Sarah when she's like this. I have preparations that need to be made. Can I ask you to watch over her for me? Yes, please don't worry. We're holding the contest at the beach, so please head over when you're ready, Charizard. You got it! I'm just gonna nurse this cup while I'm waiting. Hey, what's going on, kiddos?
In today's show, they're gonna reveal the real identity of Mechamishi. Dad made arrangements for the show that was supposed to start next month for tonight. Wow, I'm so glad Mom gave it and brought us here. All it took was some whining.
Wahoo! The special show is about to start. I can't take it. I can't wait any longer. You're really into this, huh? Have a great time, Nana.
Thank you.
What's up? Oh, hey, Instructor Reen. You'll have to excuse us. Really, I didn't mean to interrupt your party. Once the kids heard about it, they just wouldn't take no for an answer. Disney World! Hey, Kaipa, how's it going? It's going well on my end. We're in Disney World! It's like Balls of Fury. I'm going to Disney World. Hey, don't worry about it. You're more than welcome to join us. Sure, it's been a while since you last got to spend some quality time with your family anyway, huh, Yuna? It really has. Even Dad managed to get the evening off for a change. And having Michelin all to ourselves is just icing on the cake. That it is. You guys have fun now. Of course, the theme park is the pride of Crossbell. Hope you enjoy too, Instructor. I sure am so far. Okay, what's going on with you guys? Oh, okay, so that's like an event. Okay. We got... got Tio. Tio actually has, like, anime sparkle eyes. Because she is so fucking excited about Mishi. Hey, how's it going, Randy? Doing alright here. Make sure you go to bed at a good hour. No staying up late drinking. I know. I think I better sleep better if I got a good night kiss. Doesn't matter if it's over the communicator. Kiss? Oh, I guess I can't do any harm since it's just over the communicator. What are you talking about, you idiot? Good night. Okay, so it's not Tio. So it's Murray. Never changed. Murray or Morale? Tio's big anime right now. Yeah, she is. Anyway, I think Marine's listening to us. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Phrasing we were just talking to. Her name's Murray. We used to work at the Crossbill Guardian Force together. Kept running into each other, but she's working for the Resistance now. We probably sound like a couple of kids just now. That makes you laugh, huh? Not at all, Randy. Looks like you really care about her. I don't know about that. Besides, it's not like anything's gonna happen with things the way they are now. Anyway, let's worry about tomorrow instead. Okay, Randy.
Randy, too.
Oh, dude. So it's the old class. Okay, but let's first try some Pom Pom Party. Oh, crap. I never beat Altina. Fuck.
Game start.
Oh, God. This is gonna suck ass. Ugh. Pom Pom Party. Yeah, dude. It's gonna be terrible. Oh, God. I'm... Okay. Do that. Do that. What? Yellow is fine. Red. Green. Blue. Some yellows. Nope. Blue. Yeah, just give me. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Just take things slowly. Not too slowly because you don't want to lose. Okay, you need to stop attacking me, dumb bitch. I'm busy trying to deal with your shenanigans. Green. Blue. Blue's there. And I'll drop, get me some yellow. Attack, please! Go to hell. Red. Got me some yellows, good. Blue, yellow can go there. Oh, please die. Did my attack thing do nothing? Didn't seem like it did literally anything. What are these cold-blooded shenanigans going on? Oh, God. Please, just let me win. I've tried so hard and got so far. Please don't tell me in the end it doesn't even matter. Oh, God, that was foolish of me. I should have done it the other way. That maybe. Okay, yes, good. Okay, come on. Die, please. Oh, look at how close she is to dead. Yes! Ugh. Okay, well, let's try Prince Oliver now. While I'm here. Yeah, we did it. But we're never done. Forward relentlessly. Oh, that was foolish of me. Actually, no, it wasn't. It worked out decent. Boom. Bam, boom, bam. Blopple. Green can go there. We got some blues right there. Drop to get those yellows all in check. Do that. Oh, that was foolish of me. I screwed that up majorly. I am being a very poor idiot right now. Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God. I'm probably gonna lose soon. Oh, wow. Oh, what the hell just happened there? Well, game's just gonna make me eat my words in any way possible. That's... Okay, that's that. Go down to there. Okay, go down to there. Two, red. Okay, please, I need you to be higher than that. I'll pop you there. Get you some of those. Get you the one of that. Get you there, over there. Boom. Greens. Then get some reds together. Green. Oh, man, look at that. Look at that. Oh, you didn't keep going. I was really hoping for you to just, like, keep it going. Nope, nope, nope. Don't like that. Don't like that attack. Okay, there's a green that I can hopefully work. Oh, okay, well that's not bad. Green can work down there. Yellow can get over there. Get some reds. Green can go there. So this is actually a pretty good space for me right now because the middle is the thing that you have to be most careful about. You have to make... Yeah, there we go. Yes! It's been a long time since I got a first try on any pom-pom party. Okay. Holy crap, I'm gonna save after that. Got first try on the last one? Damn. Curious as to who the last one even is. Okay, well, let's talk to you guys first. I can't believe we get an advanced performance of the latest Michi show.
This is amazing, Jingo! Seriously, it's gonna be a hell of an episode. Michi only showed up a few months back, so I was surprised when they made up so fast. But then boom! Things got real crazy! We can't afford to miss this!
You know so much about Michi. Are you a big fan, Jingo?
You kidding? This is all super basic stuff.
Alright, should we cheer Michi on?
Yeah, ready when you are! Yay, Michi!
They're really two peas in a pod. Woof woof. Munch munch woof. Cerberus gobbled up a large piece of meat on the bone. Looks like you're really enjoying that, huh? You've been working hard, but I'm afraid I'll need to ask for your help tomorrow, too. Woof. Felt so good to beat them on the first try, yeah.
Doing monthly events to spice up the Michi show. They post the schedule on the OrbitalNet, as you'd expect in this day and age. Hey, yo.
Ashley, you're here.
The one and only. I don't really know why I was invited too. Probably something to do with my offering my services in the operation tomorrow.
Tomorrow's operations, huh? I see. That's encouraging to hear.
Well, I'm taking care of Jingo and all that, so putting duty before Mira isn't all that bad. Tonight's your chance to really spread your wings, Ashen Chevalier.
I fully intend to do just that. Hey, how's it going, Yona? On your computer?
I just don't get why they're so fired up. What's the big deal about some Michi show? This is kiddie stuff.
Yona, did you say something? Because if you want me to post your dirty little secrets all over the OrbitalNet, feel free to keep talking.
And keep that camera steady. You better capture every minute of this. Oh, and while you're making up for your stupidity, get me more cola and chips. The good stuff.
Well, am I your slave or something? Yona really picked the wrong girls to piss off. I knew you were one of us, Jingo, but I truly never would have guessed that you were this big of a Michi fan. Perhaps I have finally found a true friend for life. Wonderful. Okay, let's get to the old class. Do morons ever think about anything other than what you want? Hey, are you even listening to me? George, Crow, you too. Yeah, we just don't have a good excuse. I guess I should apologize for my actions during the Civil War. I think so too, but Angie, you're not blameless either. You shouldn't have run off to the cemetery on your own without saying anything 2 months ago. I know that you felt bad about planning to dig up Crow's grave, but you could have said something and gotten someone else's perspective. You didn't explain George's actions in Calvert either. Toa, are you angry at me? No, of course not. I'm not angry at all. Not even a little. Drink, 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 drink. It's not what she's saying that makes this awkward. Toa's relentless logic at times like these is terrifying. Doesn't help that she's been drinking too. Hey, you should be listening to this too. Don't act like this has nothing to do with you. As graduates of Thors, you need to behave more respectably. Understood. Roger that. Well, I dropped out, so you can't call me a graduate. Nice try, Crow. You may have dropped out, but regulations state that you can always re-enroll. If you end up at the branch campus with me and Reen, well... Oh, hell no! Me and your student would be bad enough if I were Reen's? You brought this on yourself, you know? If that happens, you better get to studying. Straight up. Because you also have to think, he's like, as stated, he is only like 2 years older or so. Well, he's probably like 3 years older than the current class 7 students. So like him going back to school isn't exactly the most unlikely or not understandable part. It's been a long time since I've seen the four of them together like this. I'm sure they realize how unlikely it is too.
Besides, until we manage to put this great Twilight business to an end, I'm living on borrowed time. Yep, any way you slice it, my being here contradicts reality itself. Doesn't matter what you, Adios, or anyone else has to say about it. My fate's not gonna change one bit.
They're smiling and staying positive. They really are something special. Oh, yeah, Toa 2! Character. Branch campus. All these. Class 7. Oh man, look at all these. Oh, nice. She's even blue in her picture. Oh yeah, look at my network. One for all. Toa called her friends out on their habit of trying to show all their burdens alone, venting feelings she'd held in for some time. Yeah. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Thought George and Angelica would be getting some quality time together. We bumped into them, and now it's all four of us hanging out like always. So that's what happened. Hey, wait! I got a great idea, man. How about you and Toa hang out? Give me the chance to sneak off and chat someone up. Yeah! What? Crow? I think that's our cue to leave, George. Sounds good, but you know, I don't think it's me you want to spend time with. Well, with Kia, Ren, Tita, and Tio around. Oh, and we should acquaint ourselves with Sully, too. She's really missing the point. Oh, that's right. It looks like Angie had a gift for me. She picked up something for me during her trip around the continent. I think she ordered an Eastern-style dress for me. There's some issues with shipping, though, since everything's so chaotic right now. That's a shame. I would like to see it, too. Well, even if it made it here, I'm not sure when I'd be able to wear it. It's more of a party dress than casual wear. Guess I'll just have to wait for the right opportunity. Sounds great. I'm excited to see you in it, Toa. Yeah, you know it. you know you are very much correct in being excited. Okay, let's look at this Mishi show. What's going on here? Me, what game shall we play today? I have something important to say. My real name is Schneider. Everyone thought I died when I was an infant. But I am your brother. Whoa, that's a lot to take in. But now that you mention it, I do remember having a brother a long time ago. What? Seriously? This is a shocking development. Yeah, it's so exciting. There are complex reasons why I am a robot now. Let's not worry about that now. We gotta celebrate our long-due reunion. That's right, brother. Okay, everyone, let's sing together. Let's dance and make a wishy with Mishy. Looks like everyone's having a good time. Fucking weirdos. Yeah, that's good. No added TO2. Mishy lore. Mecha Mishy was finally revealed to be Mishy's long-lost brother. Jingo and Tio were deeply moved by this shocking twist. I like how that warrants a character note. Hey, how's it going, you guys? The reason I am now a robot. Watch this space. No way, Mecha Mishy is my brother? I don't think I could be happier. Whoa, bro. Dude, don't you know Mishy's just a surfer bro. Is this even a good idea? If she turns me down now, I'll be right back to square one. Sneaky, can you hear me? Okay, well. How's it going, man? MWL staff. This is the great Ferris wheel of Michelin. It's been booked out for all of you, so you can head straight on. Why don't you enjoy the view with someone special tonight? Ferris wheel would be a great place to spend some quality time. Seems like the kind of thing that anyone could enjoy. Well, you know who can enjoy it? Toa can. See, I know I could get, like, some final events and some items, presumably, with, like, other characters. But due to the fact that I basically did this with in every single game that I possibly could, like, oh, I did all the things in the school festival with Toa first before anything else and doing other things, it's just like, well, now I feel like I have to do this. Need a special ticket to go on the Ferris wheel together. Wow, it's beautiful. Look over there, you can see the Castle of Mirrors. God, I got too excited again. Why do I always end up acting all weird like this in front of you? I'm honestly honored that I get to see that side of you. I'm glad we hung out. Haven't seen you enjoy yourself in a while. Really? Maybe I'm happy because you're here. I really treasure the days that we've gotten to spend together. At Thor's, at the branch campus. All of it has a special place in my heart. Oh. Thank you, Toa. Those memories are special to me, too. Yeah! See you later. Car gently lowered to the ground where the ride ended after offering them a spectacular view. Once on the ground, they both had other things to attend to. Yeah! Strengthen that invisible bond. And let me just close a thing that was there. Boom. Okay. So that's this plaza. Ooh. Okay, well, now let's go to this one. So this is the Hall of Mirrors, or whatever. Okay, oh god. Hey, how's it going, you guys? Ren? Alright, let's go check out that castle thing next. Come on! Estelle, would it kill you to slow down a little? You did just ride the horror coaster over and over until you got the high score. You're acting like a little girl in a candy store. Oh, come on, we've got the whole place to ourselves. It'd be a waste not to enjoy it. Now, come on, you two, we have a castle to storm. Alright, alright. Suppose we don't get an opportunity like this every day. Let's go. Looks like you're having fun. Hey! Well, yeah. It's been way too long since we could just enjoy ourselves as a family. It's true. I've been busy with school, and Estelle and Joshua have been running around all over the continent. I guess the first time we'd seen Dad in 6 months was aboard the Pantagruel. Wow, didn't realize you've been apart for so long. But if that's the case, shouldn't you be spending time with him now? Nah, it's alright. He deserves a chance to catch up with his old friends anyway. Besides, he's got some business to take care of, doesn't he? Nothing gets by you, huh? Sounds like he's planning to head out around 10 p.m., so we'll just have a chance to see him off then, at least. We have some business of our own to finish up before then anyway. We do have a little more time together, but I did promise Tita I would meet up with her. I guess you two will just have to enjoy a nice long ride on the Ferris wheel without me. That would actually be kind of... Ren, now is not the time! Thanks for the thought, though. Whether it's as a family or lovers, the bond between these guys is rock solid. Rock solid! Ugh, what a perfect opportunity to do something romantic, and they completely wasted it. You agree with me, don't you? Well, I think it's up to each couple to move a relationship forward at their own pace. That's just boring. At least it is to me, as the mischief-loving kitty and family member of those two. I guess that's fair enough. But enough of the meddling. By the way, speaking of mischief, do you play Palm Party? I hacked my brother's Arcus too and made an account. We should play it together sometime. Hacked? You really shouldn't... never mind. Alright, maybe we can play a little. Go easy on me, though. You can now play Pom Pom Party against Ren! Well... Look at this. Ren was the hardest for me. Okay, so I still have 2 people after this. Now... Oh, no, I don't want to begin. Please, don't hurt me. You seem like the kind of person that could hurt me. So please don't. I wouldn't appreciate it very much. It's not good to hurt people.
I'm a pacifist. I don't like hurting people.
Because I'm a coward. What the heck? Green. Jeez, like she's moving so fast, it seems. Like, things are just moving up from the bottom at such a faster speed than I think I'm used to. Or are you saying it was the hardest to psyching me out? That might also be it. Nope. Yeah, that can go there, and that can go there. Okay, yeah, that's a 6 CP. Come on. Yes! Come on, die! Damn it! Oh, that sucks. Getting it that high and not killing is abysmal. I'm dead. I'm gonna lose. Damn! She recovered from a 600 CP. That is bonkers. Jeez. And that's the worst part. Like when they do recover from something like that, that's when you know it's going to be bad because they have so much more ammo, right? Like when you survive a big onslaught, it means that you got a lot of chains, which is not good when you're trying to kill them, because it's basically like, oh yeah, you just wasted your shot, and now you're gonna lose. Oh god. I was lucky enough to get so many. I was lucky enough to get all that CP, right? Like, cause, like, thing is, right? Like, the game is heavily dependent on luck to I don't want to say a startling degree, but there's sometimes, like, there's only so much you can ever really do, just due to the fact that you're kind of dependent on where certain things fall. So if they don't fall in the right way, or in the right place at the right time, then you just don't got the CP necessary. Okay. Are you serious? How did she already get it? God damn. This girl is very good. Like, she's dropping them so fast. Like, you have to really have an idea as to where you need to put, like, all your pieces, like, ahead of time. This is not easy. Oh boy. Oh lordy lord. Okay, there's a red coming down. I like that. Okay, a yellow and a green. Okay, I'll put. Oh, that was a red. Okay, blue, yellows. Okay, red going down over there. Down. I mean, I'm alone with this bullet. Green. Nope. Oh my god, holy shit. Oh my god, holy fuck, holy fuck, holy fuck. Oh god, no. Oh fuck. Chains, give me chains. Give me chains, you son of a bitch. Oh god, I just fucked it up. Okay, good. Give it to me. I need more space. Okay, come on. Okay, good. Open up my middle. That is what I need. How is... Oh, that was stupid of me. Oh god. Oh. It's going so fast! No, stop it. Please don't kill me.
The round is mine.
This is bonkers! Holy shit, man! And there's an achievement to beat everyone. This is so mean. Oh my god. Like, that is just cruel to put something like that behind an achievement. Oh god. Fuck. Okay, I think I can survive this. Holy shit, why does that do so much? How much stuff did she have? I thought she only had like 300. Didn't realize she was packing heat. Oh my god. Like, and I don't want to use my CP too early because I don't want to give her any, like, easy chains. Like, look at her. She's, like, she used an S-Craft on me and already got it all back. Please die. Please die. Please die. Please give me some luck and just die. Oh, please go. Please go. Please go. Please go. Please go. Yes!
Better than I thought.
Oh my god. Holy shit. You know, I feel like that deserves some fucking dabs. That dab. Oh my god, that was disgusting. Hey, how's it going? Oh, Vincent, it isn't a simply enchanting night. Indeed, the elegance of the Castle of Mirrors, the sky overflowing with glistening stars. But Margarita, their beauty only reaches its pinnacle when reflected in your eyes. My, you always know just what to say. You know, Vincent, if you ever wanted to propose, I could think of no setting more perfect than this lovely night. It is quite lovely, yes. How do I really feel about Margarita? The emotional attraction is clearly there, but am I so superficial as to be put off by her appearance? Love is blind. I do love her. I do I? Would I be struggling so if it were so simple? Vincent looks like he's going through some kind of inner turmoil. Gilded liquid. Here.
Oh my!
Blow. My, what a fascinating dish. It's precisely the sort of adventurous flavor. Blah, blah. Okay. Okay. Let's go into the Castle of Mirrors. Yeah. Oh, hello there. Oh, hello, Reen. Hope you're having a little fun. Did you come to get a reading from the fortune teller? They say she's never wrong. That's quite a reputation. See, you've got the gang back together? That's right. Says that we're back at Thor's again. Right down to Mint's mysterious tardiness. It's strange. She seemed so excited when I suggested we all walk around together. She probably got distracted along the way. You know how she is. I hope we can meet the fortune teller soon. There's something I really want to ask. About Alan, I imagine? The curse's effects on him still aren't letting up. No, I've tried calling him so many times today already, and I just can't get through. Must already be on his way to the front lines. I'm so sorry. We've all been worried about him. No, I'm sorry for bringing it up. I didn't mean to put a damper on the evening. I've asked so many people for advice and assistance. I'm sure Alan will be alright. That's right. Try not to worry about it, Reen, and enjoy your evening. We'll take care of Bridget. You take the time to relax and have fun for a change. For a chit. Okay, that's fair. I'll leave it all to you. Okay. Yeah, hey, yo. Welcome to the Castle of Mirrors. Do you want to experience the pride of MWO, the mystical world of mirrors? Deep inside is a renowned fortune teller who will tell you your fortune. One ticket is good for 2 people to enter. Have fun. Castle of Mirrors sounds like she'll be in there. I should invite someone who might be interested. You know what? Honestly, I'm more curious about Celine. Want to take Toa, but no. In context, your chosen companion on the Arcus too. They use the special ticket to enter together. Yeesh, you need to give me more warning. Oh, I didn't expect you to be in that form. So? What's wrong with it? It's an attraction for humans, so I thought this would be better. Hey, why are you laughing? I didn't say anything. Come on, let's go. Fine. It's the cat girl. I'm just a cat girl. This is the Castle of Mirrors. It's a little in your face, but it's a pretty mysterious atmosphere, I guess. It's like we've stumbled into another dimension. The staff said there's a rest spot a little further down. Let's go. Look, it's a mirror. How mysterious. It's a mirror. They reach the rest spot and stop for a break. Geez, seeing myself in the mirror like this makes it kind of hard to concentrate. We're almost at the end. I wonder how good this fortune teller really is. Well, I heard the one back there is her, so might as well ask what'll happen to me tomorrow after. I mean, I don't want to take it too seriously. What about you? What do I want to know? What don't I know already? Because I am a cat. I just know you're not wearing shoes. You just got like weird like tattoo feet. Your feet must be calloused as fuck.
I've been waiting for you both.
Welcome to the Room of Fate's unfolding.
I knew we would meet again, and I'm glad to see you looking well.
Heard that you were working as a fortune teller here, so I decided to come here as a customer today. How about it, Beryl?
That's no problem. Let us begin. What do you wish to know? So you would like to know what will happen to you after tomorrow. Celine would like to know about her mission, is this not so?
What? Wait a sec, how did you know that it was me in this form? It's good to see you're still on top of things.
Of course. Well, shall we begin? Ooga chaka, ooga chaka, ooga, ooga, ooga chaka. Read the dark clouds surrounding your fate. They are so dense that my sight cannot penetrate. But that does not mean there is no hope. The key is to scattering this fog is within the special bonds between your friends. And one more thing.
The bonds between us? What's the other thing?
Unfortunately, even I do not know what it may be. It all depends on your efforts tomorrow, including whether you discover what this is.
Not really sure if I understand. I'll keep it in mind. My efforts tomorrow. Guess I'll need to think about how I should spend my time before the final battle.
And next, Celine, you will be taking on a major role. Depending on how tomorrow goes, it may all be in vain. If you want to fulfill your mission, you must offer your support to the people you hold so dear until the very end.
Sounds like the talk of succession we heard back at the Lunar Sanctuary.
That's right, but it doesn't sound like it'd happen right away. Can't imagine taking on a role like Rose had.
Guess I'll have to manage somehow. I'll watch over you to the very end. That will never change. Thanks, Celine. I'll do whatever it takes tomorrow.
I pray fortune smiles upon you.
Until we meet again. Yes, indeed.
They leave the castle mirrors and its mysterious atmosphere behind to return to what they were doing before. Your bond with Celine strengthened. Afterward, Reen decided to walk back with Celine. They enjoyed the night air along the way, stretching out the evening as long as they could, until...
Well, guess this is as good an opportunity as any. I'd like to thank you for everything.
Celine?
At first, I was just a familiar, only doing what I was told. But through Emma, I met you. Being around you has helped me to understand subtleties in human emotions I'd never even cared to notice before. For all that's happened, I'm glad I got to experience it with you.
I feel just the same, Celine. Remember all that tension between us when we first met? It's like a happy memory now, huh?
Oh, come on. You're not still on about that, are you? Still, I think I understand now why Rose decided to live as a human. I've always avoided taking this form before, but now I almost feel a little proud of it.
Celine?
I won't back down after coming this far. Not when I have so much to live up to, as Emma's familiar and Rose's successor. Besides, I'm just as much a member of Class 7 as any of you. So count me in for the long haul.
I will. Helps to know we'll have you at our side tomorrow. We'll need your strength if we hope to make it through. Yeah. As Reen and Celine's bond deepened, they both became stronger. Yeah, give me that ADF and a spirit anima. Spirit anima. ADF 400 magic attack evasion 50%. Holy shit. That's pretty damn good. Like honestly, cuz like let's say you're trying to build like an evasion reen. I believe he's the only one who has even a... Yeah, because if you get that 50, and you had somehow built him to 100% evasion, and then also use this quartz in either, even as a sub, you would have near 80%. Right? 50 plus 20 plus... Yeah. Near 80% chance to evade magic attack. So, like, honestly, Reen is the best person to take up the Fee mantle in, like, Cold Steel 1 and 2, where you could, like, build her so nothing could hit her other than S-crafts. That's interesting. Okay, that's the Ferris wheel. I went that way. Oh, okay, cool. You know, I'm into this. I'm into this so much. What's going on here? Come on, you want to check it? You seriously want to check it out now? It's your idea to check this thing out in the first place. Well, I just thought that if I chose this ride, you might agree to come with me, but I had no idea it was going to be this scary. All right. Let's just chill here for a minute. Try to get used to the whole vibe. Maybe that'll help calm you down. Are you sure you don't mind? Thank you, Ash. Looks like Ash and Tatiana are having a nice evening. Never asked it before, but they really do make a cute couple. Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! What the hell are you looking at, Schwarzer? Sorry, Ash, didn't mean to interrupt your date. This ain't a date, got it? Aw. It took all of my courage to ask Ash out. I had no idea this place was going to be so scary, though. Tatiana was pretty brave to ask out Ash. Ask Ash out like this. Wow, I can almost see the anxiety emanating from her. Dude, fucking Ash. Yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking about. How's it going? Yeah, girls, out for a night out of the town? Something like that. We were planning to meet up with Elisa and Emma in a little while. Many things here speak to our shared interests, so we decided to look around together. Some of the rides seem like they'd give our reflexes a nice workout. And this fearful atmosphere may prove a fine test of courage. Huh, only you three would view going to an amusement park as a training opportunity. Don't worry, we fully intend to have some fun as well. It's 2 birds, 1 stone scenario. I'm just happy the 2 of you invited me along to join you. You girls have fun. Okay, do I have any profile?
Oh.
Thank you. Any battle? I don't think I have any more of that. Book. Okay, cool. Items. Vit drop. Oh, God. Didn't realize I had 15 of them. Yeah, come on. Button mash that shit. Okay, and I need to wait until I have Yusei in my party again to give her those. But I'll give him the ADF. There we go. Okay. Getting him strong. Getting him big strong. Welcome to the Haunted Villa, home to all manner of phantoms and ghouls. Only by riding the horror coaster and defeating the specters lurking within do you stand even a ghost of a chance of retaking the manor. Give it a try. That is, if you dare! The staff is really getting into the spirit of things, huh? You'll need a partner to accompany you if you hope to survive this ordeal. Why not invite a friend, or perhaps someone more? Riding the game all in one. That could be fun. Maybe I should invite someone. I'm sure just about anyone would be willing to come. Fucking Toa! Toa! And called up his chosen companion via the Arcus. They then turned in their ticket and got on the horror coaster together. So basically all we have to do is shoot the ghost to raise our score. Got enough points and we win. Wow, I'm actually kind of nervous. I mean, I know this isn't really a haunted house, but, you know, we fought ghosts before, so it's kind of fucked. Well, what am I saying? This is your ticket we're using, so the least I can do is try.
So, the two of you wish to brave the horrors, I see. I can only hope you manage to survive.
Okay, so let's go. Where are the controls? About the horror coaster, yep. Use L to move crosshairs, act to fire. East Ghost, once Ghost defeated their max HP, add to your score. Ghost will disappear on their own after a set amount of time. This will reset your chance to defeat them quickly for about a final score. You need to score at least 12,000. Keep practicing. You can hold down X to fire continuously, but I'm doing normal. I think if I mash, it'll still work fine.
Ready to ride.
Yeah. So I still have to, like... So beginner is easier because I can just hold it and it rapid fires. But if I could just button mash... I think I missed one. Okay. Oh, no. Damn it, I missed one. Damn it. Damn it, I missed. That sucks. Oh well, it's not important.
Wow!
Oh,
it
okay.
turned out perfectly.
Didn't get perfect bonus, but did it good. Did it good. Yeah, I missed one on like the down on the whoosh part. Phew, looks like we managed to hit our target goal. That was a blast. You were really amazing in there, Reen. I'm just happy you had a good time. I know I did. Thanks for coming along for the ride. No problem. I had a ton of fun. Hope the rest of the night's just as great for you. Same to you, Toa. Try and relax a bit while we still can. After enjoying the ride, they soon went their separate ways, each returning to what they had been doing beforehand. Yeah. Okay, I'm actually going to turn my fan. It's getting a little warm in my room. So I'm just going to keep talking while I'm walking over here to get my fan on. Now, luckily, I don't think I really have to worry about the fan noise being picked up, because even when I didn't have the acoustic foam surrounding my mic and it was just the towels, it didn't really pick up. So that's a good thing. So now I have 2 tickets to use. I got 2 tickets to use, but I still want to go and check out the beach, because I think I still have the quest to finish. There's nothing there. There's another thing over here. Yeah, still need to collect some more of the ladies, see if they want a drink. I feel like the secretary, I feel like Secretary Lucy's gonna fucking be a near alcoholic. After all, being the student council vice president under Major Lecter couldn't have been easy. Let's just say she might know her way around a drink or two. I should ask if any of them are interested. Sorry to bother you, Lucy, but I wanted to ask you something. Did Lecter make you into alcoholic? You can explain that he was looking for participants to take part in the drinking contest. An all-ladies drinking game, you say? You seem like you'd be able to hold your liquor better than any of us could. Now that you mention it, I remember that dinner we worked the security detail for? People were offering you drinks left, right, and center, but you seemed just fine after every single one of them. Oh, I don't really consider myself all that strong a drinker, but I do enjoy the odd triple here and there. You can count me in. Glad to hear it. We'll be holding the contest down at the beach, so just head on over whenever you're ready. Our drinking contest participants are all here, it seems. Maybe I should report in to Sarah before we kick things off. Okay. Good. I was wondering if I was going to have to go out to the wharf. See if, try and get anyone. There's 9 of us. Really put a lot of work into recruiting all these gals. I was wondering if I went overboard. Well, we don't have much time, so let's go with tournament style. We have 3 people in each group, with the last woman standing moving on to the final match. We'll use some strong alcohol so we can declare a winner faster. It wasn't long before the participants of the drinking contest assembled on the beach. Down it, down it, down it, down it. Look at all these people. Tournament style, eh? Very well. I look forward to taking you on, Crimson Roselia Duvalie the Swift. Well, Golden Rakshasa, you're far better than me with the sword, but let's see how we fare with alcohol in hand. On the honor of my title, the Swift, I shall drink enough for both me and my lord. Hope you haven't forgotten, my liver is 800 years old and it's only gotten stronger with each century. Best of luck to the both of you, Lucy, Adel. You too, Cecily. Let's see if we can't have some fun with this. It appears I'm in the same group as Lady Sarah and Scheherazade after all. Considering we chose them at random, the groups look like they'll make for an interesting game. By the way, you okay there, Scheherazade? I take it you've already gotten your fair share of alcohol tonight. Don't you worry about a thing. This is just barely the start of our fun. Anyway, I'm raring to beat you, Purple Lightning. Since they're the same age, we should be pretty evenly matched. And I've heard some things about you too, Sharon, from Joshua and Ren. Things are really gonna heat up now. You bet they are. I'm gonna have to knock you both flat on the ground. Ah, please be gentle with me now, Lady Sarah. Alright, we're gonna start with Rosalia's team. So, let the drinking begin. Chug, 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 chug. Down that shit. Group 1, Rosalia, Duvalie, Aurelia. I'm imagining Aurelia is actually gonna win, because Duvalie, not experienced, she's gonna go down swiftly, lol. And Rosalia is out of her element. I'm gonna bet. Each burned with competitive spirit in the face of their challenge, then shortly after the drinking began, yeah, I imagined Rosalia was gonna be a lightweight. It really must be getting old. This is hitting me much harder than it used to. Perhaps this 800-year-old liver of mine has finally turned against me after all. I'll have you know then, my prime, I would have never lost to the likes of you lot. Oh, come on, you're just sounding like a sore loser now, grandmother. Hey, I'm still in this. I'm just fine. Come on. Pour more already. In a much bigger stein than that Golden Rakshasa. I think we can declare the winner here. Sharing drinks with the elder of the Hexen clan and the head of the Star River was certainly unforgettable. I'm just sorry it ended so soon. You're right about that. I declare the winner of this round to be General Gwyn. Yes. Group 2, Cecily, Lucy, and Adel. Contest starts out with a happy drinking and chatting, but before long... I can't drink anymore. I know, I've certainly had my fill of alcohol for a while. I'd love to talk more, but I don't think I can keep going with this contest. Oh my, well that is an awful shame. But you shouldn't push yourselves too hard. You didn't go as hard as the first group, but you held your drinks down quite well all the same. It's a good try, Lucy. Who would have thought Ada was such a hard drinker, though? Yeah, can't say I'm not surprised, too. That said, we can officially announce that Adel is our round 2 winner. She's just like, oh, chip chip cheerio, let me hold this beer mug. Mmm, delicious. Sarah, Shara, and Sharon. Scheherazade had already been drinking, so it didn't take long before she lagged behind Sarah and Sharon. Oh, I drank too much. I can swear my brain trying to convince me I sit across the table, so I'll have to call it quits here. Oh, I'm eyeing you up. Hey, Sharon, what gives? Please be gentle with me. You drank all that booze and ain't even a little worse off? Explain yourself. I don't so much have an explanation, if I may be honest. With Scheherazade having quit now, it'd be my pleasure to pour all the alcohol we have up for you, Lady Sarah. Ugh, bring it on, I'll drink it. No. Big deal. My, you don't look too well, Lady Sarah. You don't have to keep going, you know. Shut up. I've gotta beat you. I can't lose now. Crack open that bottle. I don't want any doubt of my glorious victory. I don't think this one will be enough. At this rate, we may keep going for another 10. 10 full bottles, Lady Sarah. To be honest, I'm not sure this is much enough to be judged as if you're as strong as I am or not. I think you should throw the towel, Sarah. You gave it your best shot. There are just some drinkers out there that transcend what we mere mortals can grasp. No, can't end here. I refuse to accept that. Well, I'm just gonna call it that Sharon's the winner on this one. Okay, now we have Aurelia, Adel, and Sharon. From there, the winners of the 3 groups begin the final round. They continue to drink hard alcohol as if it was water. Time passed without a clear winner. Chug, 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 chug. Just down in it. I've never drank so much before. It turns out I'm much stronger than I'd estimated. I think some sweeter alcohol would make for a nice change of pace. Well, well, I don't think we're going to have a winner anytime soon. Hey man, they're drinking all our alcohol. Excuse me, this is all the alcohol we have for the contest. We still have some other customers, so I was hoping you might call it a night here. Of course, sorry for exhausting so much of your supply. I think we're gonna have to declare it a draw between these 3. That's a shame, but if we're out, then we're out. I did really want to see Adel drunk, but what can you do? There'll be another chance, but these 3 seem undefeatable. Next time we should get the guys involved too. Agreed. Next time we should invite Wallace. Maybe Master Rena and Lady Elisa will take part next time as well. I think I'd be knocked out before everyone else even got started. Fucking Christ. Just look at the rest of the competition. Wondering if we should have stopped them while they were ahead. They're all just fucking... Oh, my head! Ugh, I don't feel so well. Someone bring me water. Oh. You know, I need to head to the little swords maiden's room. Swiftly exit. Nothing good ever comes of ignoring your limits. How are you feeling, Cecily? I'm fine. I'm just worried about everyone else. I gave out all the medicine I had on hand, but it doesn't seem like it was enough. What about you, Sarah? You okay? We've still got a little booze left. Shouldn't let it go to waste. Fucking Christ. Scheherazade, give it a break already. Ugh. Everyone smells so much like alcohol. But you have such a big day tomorrow. I hope they don't get too messed up from all that drinking. Some of them obviously drank way over their limits. I think they should at least get some rest as soon as possible. I wouldn't worry too much about that. My serenade! Yeah. Your Highness, now you mention it, you did say you had some kind of contingency plan, right? That's right! I assume that something like this might come to pass. So Rosine and some other familiar faces aided me in whipping up this special concoction. Magic, no alcohol juice. This medicine is amazing. It feels like it's actually washing the alcohol out of my system. Oh, so this must be the Diaset secret I've heard tell about. The Septine Church has some nifty little formulas under its belt. So this is what you used before you went drinking with Ina. Yes, if you take a dosage before drinking, you won't get swept up in the throes of inebriation even a bit. Of course, it's also effective if you take it after the deed's been done. Perhaps with this remedy on my side, I could challenge you again, Shara. You know, I think we've all had enough of drinking contests now. Either way, thanks for the help, Your Highness. Of course, I have no doubt they would have recovered with a mere good night's sleep. However, I want everyone to enjoy this night to its fullest. You should enjoy and do the same, Reen. Enjoy yourself. Well, you can. Thank you. I will. Oh, dude, Oliver is best bro, right? Like, he is just... He epitomizes bro-ness. He's like, yo, bro, I got you, man. Love you, bro. Okay, so I got another... Can I learn drinks here? Oh man, Lay's drinking contest sure was a hell of an idea. I didn't imagine all the booze for the night would just go like that, though. Those guys were really something else. That's for sure. They would have drank me around to the table. Anyway, we can still make some original cocktails with a few ingredients. You just gotta get a little creative with them. Sounds like a fun activity. Wonder if you'd be interested. Kurt, you seem like you'd be interested. Kurt, let's make a non-alcoholic beverage. Michelin Lake Biatch. Alright, brought a lot of ingredients for us to choose from, and we gotta figure out where to start. You're a minor, so we'll have to make it non-alcoholic for sure. I understand. I have a few ideas in mind for flavor combinations. Let's get to discussing, shall we? Feel very welcome to use ingredients we have on hands. Two of them work together to make a cocktail. Sale on which ingredients will complement the drink best through trial and error. After a while, they completed their special cocktail. Ooh, it's colorful. I present to you the Dual Blade Lemonade. So you went for a non-alcoholic lemonade cocktail. Looks delicious, Kurt. You struck a good balance between the dual sweet and sour flavors of the honey and lemon. I took inspiration from a drink my mom would make after training sessions. Lemon juice and honey would make all the muscle fatigue I'd worked up melt away. But I decided there was a way to improve it even further, so I added a pinch of salt. I didn't expect you to be so into this. I really like what you've done here, and it's really unique. In fact, I think I'll add to our menu. Why don't you enjoy a glass together on that beach? Enjoy the rest of your evening. So question, do I get the remaining 2 recipes and the remaining 2 Palm Party people while I'm still in Michelin, or is that like a post-Michelin thing? I just want to make sure I'm not going to be wasting my time here trying to figure out that kind of thing. I went back to complete their personal tasks. Yeah. And then they took the long way home because Reen and Kurt wanted to talk to each other. Okay. Afterward, Reen decided to walk back with Kurt. They enjoyed the night air along the way, stretching out the evening as long as they could. Until...
Instructor Reen, I'd like to thank you for everything.
Oh? Why now, all of a sudden?
There's no particular reason. This just seemed like an opportune moment. Whether it was over my training or because of Prince Cedric. Whenever I felt lost, you were close at hand to lead me back to the right path.
Yeah.
Under your guidance, I've managed to avoid losing sight of myself. Moreover, I've gained both the skill and resolve I once lacked.
2 swords!
Tomorrow is the perfect chance to return the favor, to pay you back for all you've done for me. And so I swear, on the honor of the Vander name, I will protect you.
Thanks, Kurt. I'll be counting on you out there. I swear to you too, in the name of the 8 leaves, 1 blade, we'll get through tomorrow. Side by side.
Of course, Instructor. Swordsmen like us can strive for no less.
Yeah! Sword bros! As Reen and Kurt bond deep and they both became stronger. Yeah, give me all that good stuff. Engraving Cairn. No, did not want to go to Orbment. Evade 20. Delay 5. Break damage 50. Holy shit. You really can, like, build a evasion Reen. And that's delay 5? Just giving it to me? Oh my god. Like, I really want to do this. But I really want to keep this on because Tawa gave it to me. But it's like getting to the point where I'm like, man, I should just, like, take the minus 50 to attack and, like, just pop it. Because, I mean, like, yeah, it gives me extra 60 CP, but I mean, like, some of these things are just, like, almost too good to not use in ways. Because, like, I'm imagining these delay plus 5, it just straight up adds delay to his attacks. Like, it doesn't increase the delay of my attacks, but it will just apply the delay effect to things that I attack. So, you know what? I will put that on him. Dude, Toa and Kurt being bros. Okay, I can accept that. Put enemies to sleep. Accuracy 100. But gives me speed and move 10, so I like that. 7-fold. Delay plus 4. Yep. Okay. Suzaku. Action 3. That gives speed 16. I like having him go really early, so I kind of want to keep action 3 on him. But now I'm also kind of tempted to just, like, see if I can't make a, because, what was it? Would have been in wind. Wind City. Like, because I could just try and put, like, a couple more evade things on him. Right? Like, get him almost to, like, 50% kind of, Actually... no, because this is a black only one. Yeah, and that one's a black only one as well, so I'd have to. Because the thing is, like, the Asmelis gem. Honestly, you know what? I'll do it. Yeah, because I still have 176. That's still my highest speed, and it's still a very high speed. But now, all of a sudden, Reen has 45% chance to evade. And if I ever choose to, I could rock him with a Sirius subquartz and then, you know, give him this nice counterattack damage boost. Now, will I? Probably not, because I like the abnormality thing. However, when a boss is coming up, or like the final boss, I might honestly switch it. Okay. So... there isn't much left to do. Because I think I did every event with Toa, potentially. And I believe, from what I remember seeing... yeah, I did all these. Those are places where you can use your tickets. Yeah, so let's come out over here and just kind of finish up the rest of our tickets. I think that'll be the best way to do this. Wait, who are you? Wait, you're Anton. Anton, aren't you the dude who like Sharon? Just when I thought I'd finally reunite with Olivier after all these years. This is Diaset's secret. I'm glad the ingredients I picked up in my travels were useful for something at least. The drinking contest? After all those drinks, she's hardly even tipsy. Ugh, my head. God, come on, Anton, pull it together. I finally found Sharon. I can't just quit now. Get the feeling Anton's lived a tough life. Sharon looks like she's enjoying herself. I shouldn't go interrupt her now, right? I'll wait a bit, see how things go. Not that I'm getting cold feet or anything. Did you notice him? Truthfully, I didn't think I'd be able to drink nearly that much. I am interested in discovering what the true limits of my tolerance are, but you'll just have to leave that as something to look forward to once you've overcome what awaits us tomorrow. Yeah, I'd like to see it myself, honestly. That's a promise, Master Ian. Perhaps at the time, you will truly be my master. I hope that day will come too. Well, in that case, I waited eagerly. Because I feel like because I remember when I looked at a fishing guide just to make sure I wasn't missing anything, it said I should be able to get an event once I caught all the other fish. Like, yeah, have every other fish, and I should get an event here to let me catch the final one. Now, I'm not sure if that's after I use all my tickets, maybe? Your special sticker holder, boom boom, sparklers, Eustace, Alphen, Duvalie. You know, I'll let you guys pick. Who do you want me to do this with? Because I already did it with Ash last time. Oh, wait, I'm just going to pop some dabs in the chat. Boom. You know, I'll pop some cool Toa. You know, I'll pop all of them in the chat. Man, look at all that fun stuff. Because right now, I wouldn't get anything from Duvalie, right? So I could do... So I'm honestly feeling either Alphen, honestly, Yuna or Fee. That's who I'm going for. I'm just going to do Fee. You know just what I call him, use a special ticket. Doing Fee because I'm curious about what she'll give me. Never will come with a sparkler you just hold right in your hand. Kind of strange, don't you think? That we did use a lot of gunpowder when I was a Jaeger. It really was a sight to see the explosions it could make in a way. I can always count on you to have a unique take on things. The Trapmaster is a dab hand with gunpowder too. Yeah, he's got plenty of tricks. Maybe he could teach us the nitty-gritty of pyrotechnics sometime. Oh. Looks like they're all burned out. Let's do this again, Reen. I'll get the rundown from Xena so we can make our own fireworks. Sounds kinda dicey, but sure, why not? Let's not blow our fingers off, though. And they safely disposed of the sparklers and promptly left the beach. They then parted ways, both having something they had to get back for the evening. Bond with Fee, strengthened. Okay. After Reen decided to walk back with Fee, they enjoyed the night air along the way, stretching out the evening as long as they could until...
Hey, Reen. Just wanted to tell you... thanks. For everything.
Fee?
I never would have made it this far if not for Sarah. Same goes for you and the rest of Class 7 too. Zeno, Leo, and the boss taught me a lot themselves, even before that. But now I can use all I've learned as a bracer. To protect instead of destroy. So tomorrow I'll be giving it everything I got. No holding back. Don't worry, Reen. I'll keep you safe, no matter what.
Thanks, Fee. But all you've said for me goes for you, too. United we stand, unbroken. That's what it means to be a bracer, right? So let's do everything we can together. We won't let tomorrow slip out of our grasp.
Got it.
Come to think of it, I still haven't given her my answer. This is the last night together. Is this how I really want it to end? I already made a date with Toa. I gotta leave it at that. Reen, don't you be friggin' a dipshit with this. Eh? Falcon Anima. What is... Evasion 25, crit rate 5, balance down, 1 turn. So, I could get 50% evasion, however I'm dropping the delay and break damage, which is kinda one of the... Like, I really like the delay. Like, I like delaying things. If you couldn't tell. Now, the curious thing is, like, does the date thing just start as soon as I'm done with the tickets and have talked to what's his face, or is it something I have to like proc? Need your address. We'll have a chance to get where. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go with Alphen, or Lakeside Beach, and choose Alphen this time. Meow. Bing. Stretch. Lifeguard. I guess don't wear armor. And don't mess with the sea creatures. Or don't mess with the not penguins. So let's save. I haven't saved in a bit. Okay. Sparklers. I could do. I care more about Alphen, honestly. You can just want to call. Yep. Get the princess over here. There's something so exquisite to burning sparklers on a calm, pure white beach like this one. I feel like I've added another summer treat to my list thanks to you. I'm just glad to hear you're having fun. I was worried you'd be tired of all the fireworks displays being royalty and all. Oh, guess they're all done. Those were the most beautiful fireworks I've ever seen. It was wonderful, Reen. Let's be sure to do this again. You can invite Elise next time as well. Sure, as you wish, Your Highness. They safely disposed of the sparklers, promptly left the beach. Yep. Afterward, Reen decided to walk back with Alphen. They enjoyed the night air along the way, stretching out the evening as long as they could, until...
Reen, it appears my thanks are in order.
Thanks. What for, Your Highness?
I was just thinking of how much you've done for me and my family. The number of times you and Elise have come to our aid are more than I can even count. Like with Cedric 2 years ago in the Infernal Castle. Or with Olivert and his radiant wings. You rescued my mother, and you visited my father in the hospital.
I'm not really sure I can take credit for that one. But it's true that Elise and I have unbreakable ties to the House Honor, as do my fathers, the both of them. I'm honored we share this connection, not just as noble houses, but as people.
As am I. I thank Adios every day for bringing you and Elise into my life. We in House Honor love you as one of our own. You must survive tomorrow. If not for us, then for Elise as well. And as for Cedric, I pray you help him come to his senses.
Of course, Your Highness. I'm sorry, Elise, but I cannot hide how I feel. I just have one other thing to ask of you. Not as your Imperial Princess, but as nothing more than a normal girl. Oh? May you spare a moment to speak with me once the festivities have ended? That is, unless you've already made plans with someone else, such as Elise, perhaps? Your Highness. Contact me on your Arcus too, should you wish to meet. I will be awaiting your call. Highness already know. Her Highness already know what's going on. I feel like that should be knows. She told me I didn't need to respond, but if I do share her feelings, I should tell her so. So, face to face. Well. Received an infinite ration. Yep, both became stronger. Yup. Love anima. Okay. Cool. What's that one? Love. HP plus 10,000. Prevents KO. Revives with full HP. Item drop rate plus 50%. Equipped character only. Reen only. What the fuck, man? Oh my god. Like, look at that. That's crazy. 10,000 HP? I mean, you're probably not going to be dying with 30,000 HP. Or if you do, you're on Nightmare. And you're just getting wrecked. Okay. So, I think... Let's do one final go-around of all the areas, just to make sure I didn't miss anything. Make sure that, like, them doing all the tickets wasn't the key. Let's go talk to Fish Boy.
This looks like a good spot to cast a line.
Kenneth, sorry for what I said. Really do like the idea of a continent-wide fishing tour. Work hard to make it a reality. Gonna be a ton of fun.
You sure do like this, huh, Reen?
Yeah, sure.
Tight lines out. You sure do like this, huh, Reen? Tight lines out there.
Looking forward to this. Okay. Yeah.
There.
And there's...
Got a bite. This is promising.
Yeah, it's just this. Okay.
I got it.
Rainbow trout. That's fine. Okay, so there's nothing here. Michelin Center. I went to go push up my glasses again. Oh god, that happens much too much. I don't want to say much too much. I lived with glasses for more than, I think, 10 years of my life. Just more figures that it would happen. Golden drop.
You have my deepest...
Yeah. So... Yeah, so... And I have... So, basically what me having all the recipes up to this point, like the Imperial Tea, which I got here, tells me is that I'm going to get these two later at some point. Like, there's going to be another phase of Eventide or something. Like, there's going to be something that lets me get the remaining two things, get me the remaining Palm Party people, and lets me catch the fish. So, what I'm thinking is after whatever event I'm going to with Mustachioed Man, I think it is safe to say that it won't boot me out of this time, or boot me out of this area. Or if it does, it'll means there'll be more stuff in the future that'll be free to explore. But let's save. So this is going to be interesting, because I don't exactly know what's going to go on here. Hey, how's it going? I cannot help but be jealous of you. Your successes are well on the way to holding their own. I don't know about that. My son's one matter, but my daughter hasn't settled down at all. As for my other daughter, I'm both excited and worried about her future, but his lordship hasn't the slightest need to worry about successors. That may be true in matters of the sword, but I still have so many other unresolved matters. My student Aurelia Le Guin follows a similar path. I suppose a father is destined to worry about his children. It looks like you're enjoying the evening, but I wonder if you would have time to discuss something. Please be aware that some content quests will no longer be available after talking to Cassius. That's fine. So, some stuff. So, not all. There's something specific I need to tell you. I have received a letter from Master Ka-Fai. I heard he sent you one when he was traveling. He sent it from Longlai. It was probably because you were captured and Ymir was sealed off. It seems the Intelligence Division's Mark managed to track him down on his travels. Don't tell me something has... Actually, never mind. It's him we're talking about. Though they were only sent as a warning, he chased them off with little effort. I say the Intelligence Division, but it's supposedly a different section than Arundel's. They're tasked with foreign affairs, and they seem to be active all over the continent. Heard about its existence from Altina. What did he have to say then? As you already know, the initial stage of the 8 Leaves School is to fully understand all of the form fundamentals in their entirety. In that regard, those who have been permitted to leave Master Ka-Fai's side have been set on the path to mastery of the style. You now stand at the end of that path. Does that mean you're going to step in for him? Yes, I will see if you have absorbed our final teachings in Master Ka-Fai's place. It won't take too long. Do you have time now? Oh boy, we're gonna fight General Cassius Bright! And now that I've freaking... Hello, Butte! Hello! Hello! Hello, my wonderful mod. We're gonna fight one of the most powerful people on this continent. Woohoo! But luckily I've made Reen a bit more evasion now. Yay! Allow me to relay to you what Master Ka-Fai wrote in his letter.
Oh, I'm an old man. Reen, it would seem you have found yourself in a most dire situation. Even so, I believe you will overcome these obstacles blocking your path. I believe you can persevere, despite all your struggles. I have therefore decided to avoid Ymir and keep myself hidden, that I may pass you this message through Cassius. There is, after all, a high possibility of you happening upon your fellow disciple for the first time in the midst of these turbulent days. Though you've already reached the intermediate level, I am certain you are yet capable of more. You have been, ever since the moment you mastered the formidable ogre within you. All you require now is proof. To earn it, you will need to conquer yourself. Only when you succeed will you be promoted, as is our tradition. Oh,
Master Ka-Fai. This is a lot to take in. How exactly am I supposed to conquer myself? The two may not be entirely comparable, but I remember hearing from Victor that you bore witness to a challenge not unlike this one 2 months ago. Oh. Yeah. Ting! That's right, between his lordship and Principal Le Guin. Behind that single strike you saw was an infinite number of possible outcomes playing out within our minds. I believe Countess Le Guin was trying to confirm for herself just how far she had mastered her blade. In that sense I was akin to a mirror, perfectly matching her, stroke for stroke. I see, so he is I, and I am him? I am thou, and thou art I! Come forth, Persona! You've come quite far as it is, if you've already understand that much.
I got a sword.
Oh, that sword. That is not the sword you once wielded. Indeed, my blade has long since been thrown aside. I borrowed the sword from a former subordinate, one who also followed the path of the 8 Leaves. Despite not being a direct disciple, he nevertheless possessed an instinct greater than my own. I see. I'm very curious. He must mean Colonel Richard of the Royal Army, or ex-colonel since the coup attempt. Here he started private research firm post-pardoning. I will soon be changing the form you perceive me as. You will then see me as that which you fear most deeply. I'm sure you can imagine what that may be. Yes, I can. But I know what I have to do. I have to confront this, here and now. Ting! I'm ready to face the challenge before me. Cassius Bright, my fellow disciple. Nobly spoken, Reen Schwarzer. I, Victor Arcade, will be honored to stand witness. Oh boy. Is this actually like a fight? Or...
We will begin the trial of the 8 leaves, 1 blade. Let us see if you are worthy. What is your name?
Reen Schwarzer, intermediate level disciple of the 8 Leaves, 1 Blade School. I feel like this should have been voiced.
Which form will you demonstrate mastery of?
The 7th form, Void, the nothingness that contains all.
He is I, and I am him.
I am him, and he is I.
Will you offer yourself to him to reach the peak of swordsmanship?
No, I will exist alongside him. We will be as one. The sword I seek is that of the Void, the gleaming blade that illuminates the darkness.
Then show me the light at the end of your journey. Show me by conquering yourself.
Void. I like how it's like, oh, he's mirroring someone else, so it's now not Cassius up in his name. It's that question marks.
I'm fighting my ogre self.
Conquer myself. Yeah. Really hope he doesn't have the same evasion stat that I just gave myself.
Oh, I'm an old man.
Now begin the trial of the Divine Blade, the peak of the 8 leaves.
It really does feel underwhelming that the other 2 parties are voiced in this scenario, except for the main character. Oh, what's up, my boy? Okay, show mastery of all crafts to reach the peak of swordsmanship. Okay. So I can't S-craft. Got no arts. Let's start with the, Oh, can I not? Oh, damn. Okay. Well, let's start with Gale.
Arcane Gale!
Because I can delay him. Supreme Crimson Slash.
It's my turn.
And then do a nice true helix.
Roar! Helix strike!
Waning Crescent Slash.
It's my turn.
Okay. And I'm going in, like, decreasing CP order, just to make sure that I don't, like, not have enough CP. Supreme Spiritual Gift.
It's my turn.
Okay, True Crimson Slash.
Crimson Slash!
Epiphany!
Alright, got it.
Reen can now use the S-Craft Breaking Dawn. Oh, boy. Physical 4S. All removes positive effects. An 8 leaves technique that drives back the darkness. Oh, don't worry about CP. Okay. Well, I was worried about CP using the crafts to get there, because I was like, oh, if I use the small ones first, I might not have enough for, like, Gale. So I want to start with Gale, then Helix. That way. Well, I didn't mean CP in regards to the S-Craft.
Eternally flowing. Form is emptiness. Emptiness is form. First. Second. Third. Fourth. Fifth. Sixth. Seventh. 8 leaves. Breaking dawn.
That's fucking awesome. That's really cool. I like that. Do we ever, like, during the games, it seems like we only ever use, because, like, I noticed, like, he did, like, 6. Like, he counted up. But has at any point Reen ever used all, like, 7? Like that? Because it seemed like, I think 1 or 2 of those, like, 5 or 6 was, like, not familiar to me when he was, like, doing, like, the one where he went, like, upwards. Like, was that ever shown in, like, an S-Craft or a regular craft?
Ha ha. Well done.
The duel is over. The victor is Reen Schwarzer.
See, I appreciate this is in a spirit plane, but there are still leaves. It's like, my spirit has leaves. It doesn't use all techniques, and I know one form is more geared towards unarmed. Okay. You know, that makes sense. Because that he uses some of the stuff when he gets an unarmed mech in Cold Steel 2, and 1, I guess, at the end, where he disarms the mechs to take their sword. We've come a long way, young Reen. Thank you, Lieutenant General. I finally understand what my master was trying to teach me. I can feel it, body and soul. The 8 Leaves is more than just a technique of tradition. It has to come from within you. Precisely. You have proven yourself more than ready. I will now read the scroll the master enclosed in this letter.
Reen Schwarzer, you have mastered the techniques of the 8 Leaves One Blade School. You are granted the title Divine Blade. You may now take on disciples of your own.
Yo, Reen's a Divine Blade! Now, I will say, he doesn't seem as strong as all the other Divine Blades that we've ever seen or heard talked about. Because we've always... Like, Divine Blade Reen, pretty cool. Like, it's like, oh yeah, but isn't Cassius also a Divine Blade? Friggin' our Reen ain't as strong as Cassius. And, like, Arios, like, I'm pretty sure everyone talks about Arios like, oh yeah, he's in, like, a league of his own. Like, he's a Divine Blade. It's like, okay. So, it almost feels like there's just tiers of Divine Bladeness. I feel like Divine Blade is almost just like a, it's almost just equivalent of, like, a master of a style. Because, like, they do talk about, like, intermediate level and things, like, between all the styles. So I guess Divine Blade might be just, like, the 8 Leaves One Blade version of Master, whereas some of the other forms might use a different term. You can definitely get there, though. Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, he has ogre power, so I mean, that definitely gives him a little bump in terms of just ability to do things. Oh, I'm curious to see if his S-Craft gets a different form when he's in ogre form. I accept! Imagine if he was like, nah, fuck that shit, and just, like, hucked it over his shoulder. Like, no, I don't care. On second thought, I'm not so sure I really deserve being called the Divine Blade. It's kind of like graduating from school. Some graduate end up part-timers, some graduate end up rocket scientists. Yeah, right? It's almost like differing levels of like, oh yeah, we're all doctors, right? But it's like, oh, what are you a doctor of? Well, I'm a doctor of philosophy. Oh yeah, I'm a doctor of theoretical astrophysics. Oh yeah, I'm a doctor specializing in the inner workings of the top left quadrant of your heart. It's like, okay, there's definitely some tiers in the doctor sphere. Arius and I have both walked upon this very same path. You will be the Master's last direct disciple. It is up to you how you accept the responsibility of the title bestowed upon you. I see. In that case, I wholeheartedly accept. I feel most privileged to have been present for this moment. I suspect the others will agree with my sentiment. Huh? Wow, look at that! They're all just watching. Didn't even notice them. Congratulations on your promotion. That move was incredible, even if I barely followed along. Stalkers. The way you wielded your sword was a sight unlike any other. It certainly was. I could hardly take my eyes away from you. You finally made it, Reen. What you did was inspiring beyond words. Also, his ogre form is slightly different. Nice. I'm excited to see that. Instead, he goes downwards through the count of the forms. What? When did you all get here? You must have been really in the zone back there. Ain't you supposed to be good at sensing people's presences or whatever? Guess he was just too focused to notice little old us. That would be great. I guess so. Thank you, everyone. All of you. Toa, you want to be my disciple? I wouldn't have made it this far without your help. You deserve it, Reen. Warms my heart to see you grow like this. So, should we start calling you Divine Blade Schwarzer now, instead of the Ashen Chevalier? You'll certainly need a spiffier moniker than that. Along the lines of Divine Blade of Wind, perhaps? Toa, Disciple of Love. I don't know about all that just yet. Come on, man, drop the humble and swagger up for once. See, I would actually... See, this is interesting, where it's like, okay, Reen cannot take disciples. I think it would be pretty cool if in a future game, we get like, oh yeah, I'm a disciple of the 8 Leaves, One Blade school. And it's like, oh yeah, really? It's like, yeah, freaking Reen Schwarzer, the Ash Chevalier, was my teacher. It's like, oh shit! It's like, we're not gonna get Reen to play as, but we get a kid. Or, better yet, time skip like... let's say 25, 30 years in the future, it's like, oh yeah, Master Reen was my disciple, but he was my dad. It's like, oh, who's your mom? Well, look at this brown hair. Look at this brown hair and my short stature. And I'm also really smart.
Yay! That turned out great!
She said after childbirth. The Divine Blade of Ash, maybe? Is that too obvious? I'm not sure Ash himself would like that very much. What about the Divine Blade of Light? He does light up our lives, after all. Oh, how about the Divine Blade of Dawn? The 7th form was Void, right? Let's call him the Divine Blade of Zero. That actually sounds pretty cool. They all seem more than satisfactory to me. Well, I, for one, don't very much appreciate him barreling ahead of me like this to begin with. Does it really matter? It's not like we'll actually call him anything different in the end. That's exactly right. To us, Reen will always be Reen. Congratulations, Reen. I'm proud of you. Yeah! Reen got his another S-craft. Reen's friends and colleagues congratulated him as he thanked them for their support. Lieutenant General Bright and Viscount Arce then returned to patrolling Michelin before the night. Can now use S-craft Breaking Dawn. Breaking Dawn! Okay. Do I get to wander around some more? Okay, cool. Reen 3, Cassius 2. Class 7, Reen. Okay, so, Reen and I went to trial from senior disciple Lieutenant General Cassius. His efforts earned him the title of Divine Blade. Nice. GG, man. Yeah, give me all those. Get all these new things out of here. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, oh my fucking lord. There's so many things. Okay, you're there. Well, time to walk around. Oh, you guys are just hanging? Ghost don't scare me about the right stuff. I'm not sure about Canaan, though. Maybe you're scared of courage. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. Well, there's nothing that way. So let's just start knocking them off the list. Michelin Wonderland is open from 9 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. The Sky Lantern event takes place on Lakeside Beach at 10 p.m. Sky Lanterns? Guessing these must be the ones floating out in the lake. Must be sending them flying at night to illuminate the night sky. Just sound pretty magical. Goes to show why this park is hyped up as the best in all Zemuria. How many theme parks are there in Zemuria? Like, I've only heard of this one. I've mastered the 8 Leaves style and used up all my tickets. That's a lot for one day. I should think getting some sleep, especially consider what awaits me tomorrow. You can now select call it a day with L2 and X from the X2 menu. Sorry, progress if you select this option. If you accept invitations or promise to meet someone, special events will take place. Okay. Okay, so let's go meet with all the people who are now new. Hey, what's up, old man? Oh, there you are, Professor. Is there something special about that notebook? It looks like I've seen a few winters, to say the least. It's nothing. Merely checking its contents before I disposed of it, to ensure that nothing important was overlooked, you see. It's one of the few relics left by my first disciple, after all. I mean, that's Francis Reinford's. Even now, it is a treasure trove of ideas. It actually offered an excellent solution for a problem that I had identified. We've already pulled out all the research we can. There's no reason to hold on to what remains. I had thought that our time apart might result in something productive, but that hope appears to have been in vain. You see, Francis Reinford, according to what we saw in the spectral moon mirror, that was just an alias for him. I'll leave it to you to figure out where we go from here. Right, Professor, we'll do what we can. By the way, if you're not opposed, I'd be grateful if you could hold off on disposing of that notebook, till we reach a conclusion. With him, I mean. I don't see why not. I doubt I'll be in a position to deal with it tomorrow anyway. Thank you, Professor. Yes, I'm a professor. And I don't have any more food for you yet. Bam! Hey, how's it going? Hey, General told me you reached some kind of crazy milestone. Congratulations! I'm sure you don't need me to tell you not to let this go to your head, right? Right. This isn't the end for me. It's It's only the beginning. I must admit, seeing 2 high-level 8 Leaves practitioners go out lit a fire within me as well. Care to join me for a sparring session, Wallace? I want to work off some of that excitement. Sure, if that's what you want, count me in. I know I'm probably the last person you want to hear this from, but don't push yourselves too hard, alright? There's a bed over here. There's 3 of them. I know you'll probably break at least 2 during your sparring session. But, you know, I'm sure you can catch his spear, Principal Le Guin. You're strong like that. Okay. Dude, this music is so good. Okay, you guys. Okay, but you guys have a new talk. An Amberyl amulet. You got this for me? It's just a little thing, but I wanted you to have it. There's no telling what might happen after tomorrow, so I thought you should have an amulet for good luck. I appreciate all the luck I can get, soldier or no. Depending on how things play out with the Great Twilight, I might. I'm sorry, I just killed the mood, didn't I? It's fine. My father's a soldier. I know what it's like to have to wait for someone to come home. But do make sure you come home, Nightheart. I want to see you again. Fiona. I'll be back. I promise you that. I'll hold you to that. If I remember right, those 2 are officially an item. They make a good match. He knows every bit as strong as he is. She could fuck him up. Oh, hey, Rhines. Looks like you guys are still alive. Hard to believe you're running around all day gathering info on the fortress and pales, but I'm at least glad to see the strategies to finalize, even if it's practically a tightrope walk. Okay. So that was the restaurant. Oh. Okay, so now let's do this. Let's actually go out to the wharf, see if there's anything new out here. Mark this place off the map. Just check mark, checkity check, checkity check, 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 check. Czech Republic. On the win, yep. Okay. Okay, let's go to the lake. Not the, well, I guess it is a beach. You can have a beach on the lake. Because a beach is just, like, sand surrounding a body of water, methinks. I think that is, like, one of the more technical definitions. Oh! Yeah, boy! Anton! Wow, what a view, huh? Never would have guessed we'd reunite on a night like this one. Certainly is lovely. Though we have been keeping correspondence, I believe it's been about a year since we last met face to face. You invited me to tea and gave me such a thoughtful gift back then. You remembered! Why, of course I remember. You were the one to teach me what beautiful form love could take. How could I ever forget? Well, you know, I was just a youngster back then, and that's all. Come on, Anton, you're enjoying this way too much. I love Sharon. Really. She may have rejected me, but there's something I need to tell her while I can. I do wonder, why did you choose to come so far as Erebonia now? This may sound presumptuous. It could be that you came here to see me. No, you've got it all wrong. Well, actually, I mean, not all wrong. You don't know how much joy it brings me that you'd travel all this way for me. But as I already told you in my letters, you should utterly forget about me. I am not the person you think I am. Wait, but... I'm sorry I haven't told you this before. My life is one that's shrouded in darkness. The way I conduct myself and the way I love with selfishness is to cover up that part of me. So please, stop this. It's best you never come and see me again. Sharon? You don't mean that. Perhaps I should have said all this sooner. No, Sharon, can't you see? My heart aches when I think of yours. Huh? I realized something. In your final letter, I get the feeling that you were trying to push back your own emotions. Under all that kindness, you harbor a terrible sorrow. It's weighed you down for a very long time, I believe. And that's why I had to tell you this one thing. You've had troubles in your life, and maybe you've lost hope in yourself. But I believe in you. Your experiences have made you who you are. Someone who makes everyone around her smile. Sorry, maybe I overstepped there. But I really need to get that off my chest. I feel much better now. Anyway, better get going, huh? Promise me you'll take care of yourself, Sharon. Anton, wait. Huh? You took me by surprise, but now allow me to say something in return. I feel that I can finally face both my family and even myself, all because of you. So thank you. I'm ever so grateful you came to see me. Yo, my boy Anton! My boy! Anton, your face is so red. Perhaps you should take a rest. Ah, Ricky, I think I'm in heaven! My boy Anton! I only heard bits and pieces of the conversation, but it probably wasn't something I should be listening in on. Still, pretty sure that Sharon feels just the same as he does. I'm glad they were reunited before the battle begins. Yeah, boy! My boy Anton! That's what I like to see! How's it going, Anton? You deserve all the happiness in life. Can't believe it. I actually get to spend some more time with Sharon. All feels like a dream. And I hope I won't have to wake up from anytime soon. Oh, that reminds me. Olivier, the guy who invited me, gave me this. You can have it. I've already had plenty of fun. Michelin Wonderland ticket. Yay. Okay, if you're sure, thanks. Of course, go ahead and enjoy yourselves. I can't believe this is finally happening, but what am I supposed to talk about?
I need to talk to them.
I know. Sharon, would you like to hear about my travels? It's nothing all that special, but... Oh, don't say that, Anton. I'd love to hear about some of the things you've seen and done on the road. Oh, well, that's great. Okay, so there was this time I was hanging out in the capital of Liberal, and... Oh yeah, guy just talk about himself. All guys interested are talking about themselves. Of course. Never let the lady talk about their day, why don't you? I'm glad you guys are having your fun. Marine, if you and me ever got drinking together, I'm sure we'd have a whole slew of things to talk about. You should get Randy and go for a boys' night out. Sounds good to me. I like how he says boys' night out, not a man's night. Because none of them ever fucked. And you're there. I now have an extra ticket that I didn't realize I was going to be getting. Let's go to the boot. There wasn't anything in the boutique. Let's go to the entrance plaza. See if there's anything new over here. Breathe in all that saliva. Okay, doesn't seem like there's anything new. Well, going to the Ferris wheel. Hey, yo, baby. It's David Bowie going to the Ferris wheel. Oh, how's it going, you two? Oh, what a wonderful evening. The cheering of the crowd at the Mishi really makes this place feel alive. You're not fooling anyone, you know. While I appreciate that you're pacing yourself on the drinking, you're still clearly on edge. Can you blame me? The fate of the world rests entirely on our actions tomorrow. A small case of worry is only natural. It is, but you're not worried about tomorrow. You're worried about your plan for tonight. I should have known trying to hide it would be folly. Of course you would see through me. You've been my bosom friend for over 20 years. Against my better judgment, clearly. Well, do whatever you feel you must. I'll be sure to drink a toast to your memory. You say that as if you don't believe I'll succeed. What's that all about? Something must be going down tonight. What of you, Mueller? Did you manage to contact Liberal? No, you must be worried, what with the connection to Mil Mirage and everything. No, she's strong. She'll be fine. My father, my stepmother, even Kurt. We all have our own paths. As a fellow Vander, I will follow mine as well. I intend to stand shoulder to shoulder with you tomorrow, until the very end. Until the very end. Alright, then let us drink one final toast. To the moon, and to Mishi! Very well. Mishi! Mishi! Okay, well, that's nice. We got the anime eyes. Look at that. Adorable as fuck. Okay, so now let's go to the Castle of Mirrors. It's the Castle of Mirrors. Oh. Is this the intended ship, Mint and Elliot? Oh no. Hey, Sire, I'm late. Look where I ran to on my way over, though. Hi, everyone. Didn't know you'd all be wandering the park together. That's right, we were planning on taking a look around as a foursome. Of course, you're welcome to join us, Elliot, as a fivesome. I mean, the Arkansas performance's rap party has been kind of put off, after all. Hope you'll join us. Ferris and I couldn't be there for the rehearsal, so we'd love to hear all about working with them. Well, sure, I'd be happy to. Also, I was actually playing a little performance of my own later. You're welcome to join me if you'd like. It sounds wonderful. There's nothing like music to lift one's spirits. Yeah, lifting spirits is what tonight is for. I'll lift the eyes of spirits so high they'll rip right out of their bodies. That might be not quite as soothing as we're hoping for, Mint. Count me into. This sounds like it would be fun. Nice to see all of them laughing and smiling together. One thing bothers me, though. Did Mint say she just ran into Elliot? Pretty sure she told me she was planning to meet up with him. Well, as long as they're having fun. It'll be fun to see them all perform together again. Can't wait. Okay, so this is the ship. Good. I'm glad Elliot gets some. Although, obviously, they're not opposed to Elliot being here. So, I mean, like, he could get a whole bunch of poon tonight. Good on Elliot. He deserves it. It's not easy being a musician in this kind of economy. He's gonna be a rock star. Elliot getting some. Dude, like, seriously, like, out of all the people, he deserves it, right? Huh? Margarita, when did you change? Oh, I got a little package, so I nibbled on a cereal bar I brought along. Would you like a bite? Oh, no, thank you, I'm alright. Such a peaceful night, isn't it? But my, how cold. I can feel my lips drying out already. Do they look dry to you? Vincent, take a look. Close look. Is she asking me to kiss her? Why did she have to take a nibble of that cereal bar? No, how could I be so callous? Love is blind, is it not? No matter her appearance, Margarita is still my darling Margarita. I'm sure I'll figure it out eventually. See, I always thought that Vincent would end up with his maid. Like, that's what I was expecting. I wasn't expecting the Margarita angle. Because to me, that was always, like, the joke, right? That was always the, oh, she's, like, being weird and, like, stalking him and shit. Comic, yeah. Yeah, this is a good couple right here. They pulled a what? They pulled a jebaited. Yeah, right? They just jebaited me. I will say, right, like, so with the old Class 7, they basically try and pair all the guys up with people. And even with, like, the new Class 7, they joke relationship actually becomes a thing. They paired up Ash with them. They left the girls free, of course, because I'm pretty sure they're romanceable, which is alright and weird only if you think of it from the teacher-student angle and not from, like, an actual age perspective, because I think Rena's, like, 21 and they're, like, 17, 18, so it's only 3 years. I mean, sure, it would probably be more comfortable if they're all outside of school. That would probably be a better thing, but could be worse. Arguably, you could say Reen romancing Sarah in 1 and 2 is the weirder one. Besides Muse. Yeah. Besides Muse. I forgot Muse was even in Class 7. Even though she's part of my main party. But yeah, they match up all the guys with other girls, whether or not they're in Class 7 or not. Well, actually, none of them are, I believe. Well, no, uses 1 million. But was Kurt? I don't think Kurt was ever, like, even tried to be paired up with anyone. Like, they were just like, oh yeah, Kurt's really popular. Because he hangs out, like, yeah, Kurt's not really a romantic type. Yeah. He doesn't really, like, he doesn't get any action. He just exists, which is fine. That's his prerogative. He is seeking to master the blade, is all. Oh yeah, look at this. Feels Kurt, man. Father Thomas, hey, how's it going, man? Good evening. Looks like you fine fellows are having a splendiferous time. How about we take this opportunity to help strengthen the bonds of our friendship? What say you? Hein told me about this. You really do pester people in your sloshed, huh? Didn't you used to be an instructor at Thor's main campus? Anyway, would you mind not breathing on me like that? You reek of liquor. Now, don't be like that. Come on, don't be so cold. I brought snacks and I'm willing to share. Oh boy, well, Instructor Thomas is a happy drunk at least. That is good to know. Now, which of you gentlemen gets the pleasure of sitting next to me? Him. You'll just have to take turns then. Just straight up, same wavelength, him. I don't want to sit next to you. I'm so sorry about my father. He can be so quick-tempered. It's fine. I had it coming anyway. That's what I get for putting it off for so long. Huh? What do you mean? Well, I was thinking. I mean, everything goes right tomorrow. We both make it through, okay? Maybe I should finally go introduce myself to your family. You know, do it right this time. Do you mean it? Listen, we got a hard road ahead of us, but there's no one I'd rather walk it with than you, Mary. I feel the same way, Makarov. Wow, Glad I got to be here for this. I've been rooting for them since I was a student. So it's great to see them finally So it's great to see them find some happiness in all this chaos. Good job, Instructor Mac. Well, hey, what the hell are you doing here? Me? Well, you know how it is. I'm not sure we do, to be honest. You can count us to do our part tomorrow for you and Instructor Mary's sakes. Well, right back at you, I guess. Just don't breathe a word of this to the others, alright? Especially Mint. Sure, our lips are sealed. Makarov, thank you for talking to my father. I don't know if I'll make much of a wife, but I'll be glad to have you as my fiancé. Ah, shucks. Let's worry about that after we make it through tomorrow. Yeah! Woo! Look at these two! Happy couple. It's all worth it, man. Seeing all the people get together, it's great. This is what we want. This is what we want in life. We want happiness. Now, when the fuck do I get to catch the freaking superfish? I read the fishing guide and it said I should be able to catch it at Michelin Beach. Is it even further into the night? Oh my god. Okay. Who am I going to make a drink with? Welcome. Let me bring in ingredients. Alcoholic. You know what, Kai? I'll let you choose. Who do you want? Between Musei and Laura. I'm giving you those two options. I'm not doing Emma. Because I'm mostly just doing this to see what, Laura? Okay. Mostly doing this just to see what item they give me. We knew just who we wanted to invite and called them. These are a special ticket to make an original cocktail. This is my special cocktail. It's called water. Alright, brought a lot of ingredients. Let's start. I should put the skills I've learned from preparing lunches of all sorts to the test, don't you think? You're welcome to use the ingredients still on hand, too. Two of them work together to make a cocktail. Decide on which ingredients will complement the drink best through trial and error. After a while, they complete their special cocktail. I call this Arcade Zaboin. 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 A gold cocktail. Matches perfectly with the radiance so synonymous with the Arcade name. The base is my father's favorite. Steinrose right from Ulster. He would let me try just a little on special occasions in the past, but at the time, I was too young to have the right taste for it. Besides the Steinrose, I had some milk, egg, and sugar. Makes for a smooth drink with a rich, sweet taste. I feel like you should be drinking this pretty fast, given that it has, like, egg and sugar, egg and milk. Like, wouldn't that, like, curdle pretty fast? Looks amazing. We should serve up some to the Viscount sometime. I really like what you've done. I'm going to enjoy on the beach. Going to add to the menu. Delicious. Cheers. We both drink with our right hand. Delicious. Two enjoyed their special cocktail while basking in the light of the lanterns, the sound of waves filling their ears. After a while, they went back to complete their personal tasks. So Kai, is the fishing thing after I do, like, the call it for the night? Or am I missing something? Afterward, Reen decided to walk back with Laura. They enjoyed the night air along the way, stretching out the evening as long as they could. The fishing thing? Yeah, like catch the best fish. Like catch the final fish. And then...
Reen, you have my gratitude.
Oh yeah? I do? Where's this coming from?
Well, perhaps it's just the festive atmosphere getting to me. Ours was a long, arduous journey. But walking this path has allowed me to grow in ways I thought unimaginable. Not just as a swordsman, but as a person of principle. Strong and resolute.
Okay, that's after? Good. Because I've been waiting to catch that fucking fish for the entire time in Eventide.
Reconciling with Fee, training with Monica, and becoming closer to them in the process.
When you reconciled with Fee, that was anime as fuck. Just fighting in the middle of, like, a courtyard in the capital. One of them using grenades.
Those experiences, and the fact that I was able to surpass my father, are proof of how far I've come.
Laura. You've always been there for me when I needed it most. Like on our very first field study, back when we were still students, on Bryony Island, beneath the pouring rain. Dude, first field study, that's where I was like, Laura and Elliot, fucking two of the best party members Cold Steel 1. Just like super strong, physical, then you got Heel Boy. that was the best. I wouldn't be here if not for that radiant spirit of yours, always shining bright to guide my way. In that sense, I think I should be the one thanking you.
Rean, tomorrow may prove our most decisive battle yet, but I know Class 7 has nothing to fear. The day will be ours. Together, you and I shall cut a path through on the wings of victory.
I couldn't put it better myself. Laura's made it plenty clear how she feels about me. She's overcome so much for herself, but me, I'm just sitting around waiting for the next rivalry to start. This could be our final night together. Is this really how I want to end? Yeah, I'm not making a date with you. I already have one with Tala. Although I'm not... Can you do multiple dates at once, or do they cancel each other out based on which one you did first or second? Bravery Anima. You can? Okay. So that will make... that will make getting all the achievements in the PC version a lot less obnoxious. Because I was like, oh my god, if you have to do all of this just to get one... And some characters ask you, okay. Because there's so many characters that you'd have to get through. But if you have, I'm guessing if it's New Game Plus and you get all the tickets and everything's all set and you don't have to use any to like get people up to that level, you can just get like most of them in one. Which would be very helpful. What was I going to check? I was going to check the equipment she gave me. Bravery Anima. Strength 100, accuracy 100, crit rate 15. That is honestly... it's honestly not the best. Like, the other ones seem better. Like, strength 100 is cool and all, but like, I already have 200 accuracy. So what am I going to do, get 300 accuracy? I'm never going to miss you, ever. See, actually, I'm curious. What exactly does the blind effect status do? Because that would be my thing, where does it decrease it by half? So if you have 200 accuracy, you're always guaranteed to hit even if you have the blind status on you? That would be interesting. Okay. But I believe I have done literally everything that I can here. So it is time to call an end to the night. Is anyone? Yeah, I did all this. I imagine Tio's the bottom one. I don't know who this one is. But I'll get you eventually. Profile notes. Is there anything new? No. Nope, not enough for a prize. That's fine. Let's call it a day. Huh? Orb mail now. Oh, it's Claire. I'll be waiting at the wetlands. CR. It could be a trap. Maybe I should just ignore it. You can end the evening free time from the L2 action menu. Okay. So I'm guessing if you have various third parties that are that all love you, that are all cool with you, then they will ask you to hang. But I went so far as to deny literally every other date. So I'm only doing toes. Calling it a day will make the story progress. Hey man, I'm just... Claire doesn't count. I mean, it does count. I mean, I feel like it does. Although I might do it just because. I'm not sure. But hey man, it's just giving me greater replay value for when I try and get all the achievements. On the PC version, which won't be immediately after this. I'm going to wait a bit. Because this is a long game. Calling a day will make the story progress. If you accept invitations or promise to meet someone, special events will take place. Please note that all quests and sub-events you have yet to complete will disappear. Seems good, though. Okay, well, Well, I might have to do it. You're really twisting my arm here, Kai. Before long, festivities started to come to a close. Those who attended readied themselves to head back to the hotel. After parting ways with everyone, Reen found himself wandering toward the pier with no particular purpose in mind. Oh, I can't do it now? Oh, I thought that was like a lead up to a thing. Okay, my bad. I'm sorry. Because I thought that was going to be like, oh, okay, you can choose to go on a date with her, because I didn't realize there was any way to get to the wetlands here, unless I opened up the, like, door, maybe? There, oh, is it like that door on the beach? It's the key card? That Yuna's dad gives you. Yeah, that lets you go through the door on the beach. Okay. There, wow, you can just see just about everything from here. Courageous 2, the Merkabahs, the Bobcat, even the Pantagruel. And across from it all, Crossbell City, and the blinding lights of Orcus Tower. The celebration's going to be over soon. Everyone's probably heading back to their rooms. We need to make decisions soon. Should I ask to meet her again? Or should I stop myself, assuming the worst of my fate tomorrow?
What a wonderful breeze.
That sounds like...
Wow, this is an amazing view. I can see Michelin, the Pantagruel, and even Crossbell City. Bringing me here to sober up. My, you really know how to show a girl a good time.
Oh, it's nothing like that. I simply got the idea when we landed here this evening. More to the point, I had anticipated your inevitable inebriation, my dear Shara.
You really do know me. This is nice. I miss those days when we were able to share drinks together. But you've been doing a fantastic job ever since coming back to the Empire. Though they call you debaucherous prince, you never let it get to you. You've been there for your family. Hell, the whole Empire.
Well, I've never been without people supporting me. Mueller, my parents, Alphen, Class 7, the Viscount, the Erebonian Bracers. I can't forget Lloyd's team, and, of course, Estelle and Joshua. But most of all, you.
No, I couldn't do a thing to help you. Sure, I held on to the artifact for you and acted as a liaison. But I couldn't stop the Courageous from being destroyed. I couldn't keep you safe. I'm sorry, Olivier. I'm sorry that I wasn't there for you.
Yeah, sure.
It must have been painful. You've suffered so much.
Now that you're here, all that pain is but a distant memory. We'll be there tomorrow. Together. That's all that matters.
But... No, you're right. Just leave it to me. The silver streak will light the way for your radiant wings.
I'll be counting on it. And it may not be fair to ask you at a time like this, yet. If we can claim victory in tomorrow's battle and stop the Great Twilight, if we can put out the fires of war and bring peace to this land once more, would you do me the honor of becoming my wife?
Yo! My boy! Did they bring back Cher's voice actress from, like, the small voice lines that they did in, like, the Trails games? Because I know that they did it for, I believe, Estelle and Joshua. I just wasn't sure about Cher. Whoops. Didn't mean to invade their privacy there. Still, knew they were close, but not this close. Guess that incident with the Liberal must have really helped bring them together. Can't say for sure if she'll accept his proposal or not. I really hope she does. Rooting for you, Your Highness. What am I saying? I have my own decisions to make right now. Who should I spend my last night with? Alvin forced the choice. Oh, I could just spend it with no one? Fuck that, man. It's Toa. I'm gonna have to turn Elise down first. It's gonna break her heart. Oh, is no one the Elise choice? Or is Elise her own special choice? Elise is her own choice. Okay. Interesting. Yeah! No one is more of a bromance choice. Yeah, that's what I figured. Miss Herschel, my apologies for being late. Miss Herschel. Fuck it.
What's with the miss? I keep telling you there's no need for formalities with me, Reen. I know I keep having to mention I'm older than you, but we are still colleagues, you know?
And it's only 1 year. See, I really just wish these were voiced. Like the final bonding event things, like the epitome of like all the bonding events were fully voiced. Now I understand it because like in the Japanese version, apparently Reen's voice actor is like a pretty well-known one, so he's fucking mondo expensive. So they couldn't really voice every line. But that was one of the cool parts about like Cold Steel 1 and 2 where they added voice lines where there weren't in the OG release. This is one of those things where I'm like, man, I really wish they pulled out like that same kind of vein where it's like, okay, we're gonna like we could do it. We can do it. Because I feel like this would be one. Sorry. It's just, well, I was raised to respect my elders after all. But literally at no point during any of the games have you ever called her Miss Herschel.
Gosh, Reen, it's always something with you. You know how I feel. And this is what I get in return.
I'm only teasing. Really, I'm glad you came.
Then show it, why don't you?
I'm sorry. I was just trying to lighten the mood. I know you're worried about me being the sacrifice. But like I promised, I'm not giving up. Not when the future still holds so much more for everyone. For us. I love you, Toa. Yeah. They say the best things come in the smallest packages. You have more courage, determination, and a bigger heart than anyone. Even when you push yourself too hard, I love every part of you. Shortcomings included. There's nothing I want more than to be by your side. Now and forever.
Reen, I want to be with you too. Not just as a friend or a colleague, but as your one and only.
Dude, congratulations, Toa Schwarzer. Oh, that's nice. Ya boy!
Wow.
They really went all out, huh?
Yeah. By the way, Reen, don't think I didn't notice all those little jabs you snuck in there.
I just want to be as honest with you as I can. Like I said, I love every part of you. A genuine Tangled moment, right? Yeah. Reen teasy, yeah. See, the thing is, I don't think I ever fully saw Tangled. I just know very specific scenes. Right? Like when they have all like the lanterns like going up in Corona. And well, you know, little jabs for a little...
Okay, enough is enough. If you really love me, then you have to prove it. I'm not going up there, you know.
Oh.
Well, or is that too much work for you?
Am I gonna have to bend you over? Of course not. As a matter of fact, this is perfect for us. You're my boy! Woo! Woo! Clip that shit! You're my boy! We waited 4 games for that! 4 games! Him and Herschel. Woo! Night of Promises. Yeah, my boy. Ah, fuck yeah. The absolute sass. I'm not gonna do the work. You're too high up. You gotta bend over. Love it. Love it. think I would have looked even more if you just picked her up and put her on the bench so they were at the same height. Early morning, Michelin. Okay. The smooch herd around the world. Smooch herd around the world. God, that. See, I remember that Schoolhouse Rock one where it's like the shot heard around the world, start of the American Revolution or whatever, but I don't remember like the tune of it. Okay. Okay. Set up, everyone. Let's do it. Based on what Kai told me, I'm gonna have a chance to be able to fish at Michelin after this. So, gonna do that. Gonna fish. Okay. Hello, I am Gustav. It feels weird knowing, like, we're getting towards the quote-unquote end of the game. Like, it's still probably, like, 20 hours off with cutscenes and shit. But, like, knowing that we're getting to, like, the end of Saga, if you kept the Japanese title of the game. Ugh.
The current time is 05:13 hours. All ships will be in position by 11:45 hours.
We've got the Bobcat 2 and the Merkaba, not to mention the Pantagruel landing craft and the Ouroboros ships.
Each team will infiltrate their assigned pale. Once the barrier is down, the Courageous 2 will charge the Imperial Fortress.
If all goes according to plan, it should be 12:30 hours by then. You shouldn't need to worry about interference from the Imperial Air Force, but be vigilant for the Crimson Ark.
That's right. It doesn't appear as though they intend to directly participate in Operation Jormungand.
Agreed. We should all be on our guard.
Your Lordship, Sharon, Angelica, Duvali.
Rose, Tita, Randy, we're all counting on you.
Got it. The rendezvous with George isn't until after 11, though.
I would like nothing more than to be of use to you. If there's anything at all you require of me, please, don't hesitate to ask.
Same with me. I'll lend you my aid where I can.
I'll be sticking around until you guys meet up, too. But it looks like Lloyd and the others aren't going to be free until the very last minute.
It's the same for Estelle's group, too. I'm going to give this everything I've got, right until the very end. I can go wherever I'm needed. Maintenance, ground patrol, whatever you need.
You young folk can take care of all the preparations. We shall sit back and wait for our turn to arrive.
If you require assistance with tactics, or have questions about the ship's operation, I am prepared to offer my assistance.
Thank you, Father.
You too, Grandmother. But don't get too excited, okay?
Seriously, you have a tendency to get way too worked up.
Hey, do not talk to your creator like that.
I know we'll be in good hands.
Shall we get started then?
See, I almost feel bad. Elliot's only voice line was a
Yes. This could be our final special ops mission.
Between the Pales, the Imperial Fortress, and the imminent war, anything could happen.
Shit's looking crazy as hell down there.
Yep. We got a number of requests, too. Best check them out before you forget.
Yeah. Some of them seem pretty important.
Seems like there are a bunch of magic knights and cryptids popping up, too.
Oh, perfect.
At this point, it would be best to handle everything all at once, yes?
It seems we'll have a chance to show the world what the Radiant Wings can do.
Good luck, everyone. We'll be supporting you from here the whole time.
Okay.
Got it. We'll be counting on you. Okay, Class 7. Our final batch of special ops missions begins now. Let's be the flashing blade that illuminates the darkness. Together, we'll light the path ahead for the world. We're all going to have to work together to make this happen. The deadline is 1100 hours. We'll need to finish everything up by then. May Adios be with us. Let's go, Class 7! Right!
Right. Yeah. Finale. Scattered petals. Dying flames. Okay. Well, time to get the A-team together. Along with, you know, just basic Class 7, essentially. And you know, we can bring Crow along. He's a cool guy. He's a cool cat. Okay, now let's situation in Western Erebonia has changed completely. Really? Mopping up the rest. Boom. Update the title. Mopping up the rest. We're in the finale. You can now explore Stargazer's Tower. Okay, interesting. About Millium's orders. Uses in your party. Millium's Brave Warrior white decoration will be available. Well, he's not going to be in my party. New weapons and armor can now be purchased in all areas. Thanks for waiting, Reen. I'm sorry for being so abrupt. The final volume of Black Records deciphered at long last. So you're finished? Thank you for being diligent with all this. Let me tell you, this volume had some very intriguing things written in it. I think it'd be best for you to read it for yourself. Transfer everything onto your Argus 2 at once. I cannot thank you enough, Thomas. You can now read the Black Records. Okay. And let's look at that. What's the Black Records? Black Records 13. So while it falls across the land, two great factions will rise. One will be the World Serpent, a voracious steel dragon with 7 maws. It will seek to crush the world in its fangs, so Jormungand and 7 fronts. The other will be a haze of 1,000 flames. 1,000. Mirage, presumably flame. It will attempt to beguile the great dragon, entangling it and lopping off its head one by one. Those shining wings will take to the sky once more. Their light alone will be too dim to drive back dusk, so the radiant wings isn't enough by itself. The holy maiden's fall will herald the appearance of the false pales in the fortress of the end. That's pretty self-explanatory. Soon thereafter, the world will be plunged into the darkness of night. This fate is absolute. Addendum! It should be known that the contents of this book are the result of a phase engine that examines and records the flow of causality. The ruinous end of this tale, born from the clash between the Crimson Vessel and the Great Sable Hammer, is clear. However, there may exist horizons yet unseen, shifts in the currents of causality that cannot be predicted, a new outcome triggered by the illogical ripples humanity creates. Having known this small possibility, the role of this recording, which spans 1,206 years, starting from the first generation of the Arner family, now comes to a close. May fortune favor humanity. Causality Recording Engine 03 Azoth. Is that one of like the... Is that like an artifact? The fuck is the Causality Recording Engine? That's some bull honk sci-fi shit right there, and I love it. Okay, Ulster Harvest Festival. Ulster didn't get to hold its Harvest Festival, but I figured this would be time to put some stuff together. ADS knows people could use an excuse to celebrate and forget about their troubles. If you can help, that'd be awesome. Hit me up at Sunny Spot Inn for Ulster. More info. Saving Officer Alan. I'm really worried about Alan. Putting transfer requests so he can go straight to the front lines and be closer to the fighting. It's like it's a different person. Nothing I say seems to get through to him. I hate to admit it, but I can't save him on my own. Meet me at the boathouse and Crossbow and we'll talk more. Einhelkeep monster. Powerful archaism has been spotted at Einhelkeep and leaves. Sneak gunner, we should be able to handle it, but we'll have to act quickly. Okay. Good to know. Boom, boom. Yeah, how's it going, you guys? Seeing you together is a rare sight. Feel like I walked at Thor's faculty office. I'm not your teacher anymore, Maureen. We were just going over which of our old instructors we'll be working with this time around. Oh no, I'm curious. As far as the main campus is concerned, we've got Makarov and Mary on our side. Vice Principal Heinrich and Beatrix have also will be spying up to cover Tristan and assist the Arc Royale. It's good news. We need all help we can get. Be nice to see those two again. I don't think I've spoken with them since graduation. I'll still into Beatrix every now and then. It's the first time I thought of Heinrich in a while. Though, to be honest, I'm surprised that old fuddy-duddy would agree to fight the system like this. I don't think he's that bad. I mean, I do. He's always had his students' welfare at heart, I'll give him that. Coming from no family of kiss, he's had his fair share of inner conflicts he's had to come to terms with. In the end, though, the man always seems to put aside his concerns about status and prioritize the students. Between the teachers and alumni, putting together an airtight defense against society. We opened up communication channels between this ship and the others. All that remains are final preparations and contingency plans. Great, keep up the good work. Let's come down to here, because chances are there's some training things I can do. Over there. Yeah, it's gone. Hi, Instructor Reem. Great, whatever we're having. Yeah, sure, you're good mood. Too good, it's almost starting to get irritating. Take a good night last night. You know, Ada from the main campus? Well, she and I ended up on the Ferris wheel. Just the two of us, you know? It was kind of awkward at first, but after a while we got talking. I think we really clicked. Even got to see her smile for once. And asked her if we could maybe do this again sometime after the war. Guess what she said? I think about it. Yeah! Home run, am I right? Help me out here, Sydney. What's so great about that? Read between the lines, Teach. She's basically saying that the next time I can ask her out for real, and that she'll say yes. You're reaching so far, I'm surprised you haven't fallen over. Come on, Kurt, don't act like you don't know how this stuff works. Seemed pretty chummy with that Sully girl from Arkansas last night, though. Okay, so he's with Sully. Is that the ship? Whoa, for real? This is the first time I've heard of it. Yes, I went to the amusement park with her, but it wasn't a date. I was just there to escort her and Mother, that's all. Really now? Because it looked like me you two were hitting it off. Oh, tell us more. This is juicy. Hang in there, Kurt. Yeah, okay, cool. They give Kurt someone not with the regular campus. I like it. Oh, how's it going, you two? This is the first time we've been able to sit down and talk. How's your injury doing? I assume it won't be too much of a hindrance to a swordsman of your caliber. Indeed, I'm more than capable of cutting a path for the younger generation to follow, just as my ancestors did 250 years ago. Ah, so your time under the gnome's control led you a glimpse into your ancestors' memories, did it? The vice captain of the Eisenritter, as well as witnessed Leanne's resurrection. Shion Arsade's life ended in regret, did it not? Regret of the fact that you allowed those two to go on to stop the familiar apocalypse on the final day of the World Alliance. Judging by your experience, I think so. For him, it was less about ending the war and more about the shame of failing to protect his lord and master. But what's past is prologue. My daughter and her friends are already breaking free of history's shackles and creating a future for themselves. We will both be grateful for that. May we honor the memory of our fallen friends by saying our enemies to join them. I'll drink to that. We may be working separately, but I'm looking forward to fighting on the same side. Yeah! This is where you've been. Finding it hard having light refreshments, black tea sweets. You can have nothing else. Be my pleasure, please let me know. Pretty tempting. I'm fine for now. We'll be with Jug and George. Rosalie as well. No matter what happens, I have nothing left to fear. So I'm named Sharon, this beloved name that is mine once more. I'll do anything to aid you and the others. Thank you, Sharon. We'll be counting on you. Okay. Oh yeah, you need to have a bath.
Fatigue removed.
Yeah, Rosalia's bathing clothes. That's fine. Okay, let's save, because I gotta do these training things, because these will presumably be the last ones, which is good. Okay, how's it going? Oh, hey, you two are sparring? Yeah, we don't have a lot of time left, but I want to be prepared. After my witness last night, I can't allow myself to rest on my laurels. Seeing you become a dove iron blade inspired me as well. Thanks. Feels like there's more pressure than ever to be worthy of this new title. May have glimpsed the path I need to take to enlightenment, but I still have a long way to go before I can achieve that potential. It's good that you haven't given up on improving. Must admit, I was surprised when I heard about this enlightenment principle from Lieutenant General Cassius. It sounds so outlandish, a level beyond forms or reaction times or mental or physical training. State we can understand the essence of all things and control them as you wish. Somehow you reached that level before I did. I honestly think that you and Laura have already attained that level to some degree, just maybe not consciously. Perhaps, regardless, there are no shortcuts when it comes to mastering the sword. It won't do to become impatient. All we can do is continue to polish our own skills, each in our own way. Well, sure, guess that makes some sense. Battle training. Yeah, give me the versus type 1 to level 3. Yep. Yep, that's fine. A balanced party, you say?
This one's strong.
Fool.
Be careful.
Don't you know, I don't need balance where I'm going. I can just chrono burst.
Ha! It's my turn.
And battle scope. Yeah. Slide F2. Archaism built to resist physical attacks.
I'm up.
This is the first. No, this isn't the first battle. The first battle was me against myself. Arc isn't built to resist arts in abnormal conditions, vulnerable to physical attacks. Chrono Burst.
I'm up.
King Gale.
Ha! Now! It's mine! I'm up!
Demon Chained.
It's my turn! Ha! Now! It's mine! Let's go! Very well.
Blade Dance.
Let's go.
Let's do a nice little let's do a nice little actually let's do this. Infernal Hunt.
Let's go.
Then I'll allow him to do a Belial Raid.
My turn.
Gemini Judgment.
I'm up.
Missed him. Wow, Muse didn't even get to
Everyone
go.
Okay?
Wonderful. I'm rather shocked that you're able to overcome the combination of types 1 and 2, set at the highest level possible. Anyway, here are your rewards. Okay, cool. Combat against Sleipnir. That's some pretty substantial training right there. Deeply thank you so much. It really is appreciated. Nothing shocking about lending a hand to the very people who will be fighting alongside you. In any case, I imagine that we can still get some training in before the fighting breaks out at midday. Schwarzer, better roll up those sleeves again. You got it. There's unity training increased. There's more training, right? Yeah, no. Arcus 2. Crest completion. 346.
Well, not bad at all. Ciao.
Ciao for now. Okay, let's come down here. Damn, hey, how are you two doing? Hey there, Rain, you're just in time. You thinking of listening too? Does this have something to do with the plan? You know it. The only thing that's better than ground support for one of Thor's trains is ground support from two of them. So a separate connection with Arc Rail over East Arabonia. That way we can coordinate with each other on Operation Time Steel. Arc Rail. Isn't that where all the other alumni? Testing. 1, 2, 3. This is Klein, Courageous 2. Do your copy. Klein, as in the captain of the swimming club. Here you joined the intelligence division after graduation, but... Is that you, Reen? Wow, it's been ages. A lot happened on our end since then, but we managed to find our thing again at any rate. Now working together with Instructor Beatrix, she let me take command of the Arc Royale. Good to hear from you. Looks like things work perfectly. Yep, and thanks to Klein, we managed to get some good misdirection going on in the information side of things. We're getting in touch with Instructor Makarov and the others to make some final checks on the plan. This whole operation's about as brittle as glass. We've been making good progress on our preparation for some time now. All that's left to do is roll up our sleeves and finish things. Ivel, and Clara, too. We're having those two handle the plans to solve that maintenance and pilot. Honestly, we got about as good a lineup as we could possibly get here. I can say the same for your supply chain. You can just leave the dying card to me. I'll be coming along as well, so there's no need to worry. Here. And nice to know we can count on you. We're here to lend a hand, too. By the way, we'll make sure to divert the attention at land. We spent all the time polishing our skills. After all, we can let them put them up on display pass us by. We managed to get ourselves transferred into the same court now that we're all Army civilians. Wicco and I will break their ranks like hooves against the hardened soil. Yeah. All these people that I don't really remember because I didn't deal with them very much. Bridal, Logan, Steven, Lambert. You really made it. Don't forget about us, too. Take care of things on the service for you. Thor's graduates got to stick together, after all. We'll back you up with everything we've got. Not just for Arabonia, but the future of the world itself. You can count on us. We're making it through this together. Casper, Monica, Paul and Colette, too. Thank you, all of you. Leave it in your guys' hands. Let's do this, everyone. Yeah! After his information was then exchanged with the Arc Royale, Thor's graduates then began carrying out the final preparations for each of their respective operations. Cool. Bam. Hey, Reen, taking a little breather? Yeah, for once, you two had the same idea. Well, we thought we should go over the plan one more time. He was going to be on the bridge, must document what happened, but she can help out in the pinch if necessary. I mean, I did go to Thor's, and I know my way around a first aid kit. Got observation and comms experience, too. Monk and Rex will be providing support where they can, so that should help as well. Likewise, I'll be doing what I can to make myself useful. Reminds me when we took on the Infernal Castle 2 years. You two were on the bridge of our ship then, too. Man, just think of how we all grown since then. Wow, was that really 2 years already? Wow, was that 2 years? Is that 2 years already? We really have grown up. There should be a period. Especially since Linda's been recharging her batteries with hot nights of steamy passion. Sounds extra grown up to me. That's not at all. You're gonna give people the wrong idea. Vivi's defense, it did seem like Linda was enjoying guys' company last night. But anyway, very soon we're gonna have to put this plan in operation. I'd like to recount myself with a few things to check that the communications between here and the bridge are running smoothly. Okay, I guess I'll go touch base with Monk and the Rex and the others. This operates at a whole different level than anything we did during Civil War. It's kind of overwhelming. But our unbeatable twin power will see us through just like it always has. Right, we're counting on you. Oh, God, I can go literally everywhere. And I'm gonna have to go here. Oh, boy. That is a lot. Hey, you guys, how's it going? Hey, Irene. Today's a big day. Feels like it snuck up on us. You know what you mean? Girl of Erebos appeared one thing after another. Hard to believe that was only 2 months ago. Hope you managed to get some sleep last night. Gonna need you fresh and ready today. That's part of the job. Good mistakes can help but be a little tense, but yesterday was rather helpful in that regard. How about you, Irene? You and Elliot were up pretty late. Well, I promised to go meet someone. Oh, late night rendezvous. Way to go, Elliot. Pretty sure I can guess what went on with who. I'm pretty sure I can guess what went on with who, though. No, it's nothing like that. Now, I'm really curious as to who it could be. But anyway, let's get back on track. So, a few hours before the strategy commences, we should use this remaining time as constructively as possible. Going down to the surface, hit us up if you need anything. Thanks, guys. Yeah, dude, Elliot got some action with Mint. Yeah, how's it going, Jessica? Take care of yourself. Don't burden the others. Jeez, guys, I'm not a little kid. Before you go, this is my favorite brooch. When I have something in my retro Mishy strap. What? Are you sure you're giving these to me? Well, not forever. You can return them when you get back. You come back safe, or else. Yeah, I will. Thank you so much. I'll see you later. Haven't seen Yuna look so motivated in a while. It's so great to see your friends who encourage you like this. Margarita, Reen, whoever am I supposed to do? Margarita, what are you doing here? This precisely I'm trying to determine. Trying to which body type I should don today. How can I best serve Operation Science? It's truly vexing. Should I choose the way she wants to look? That's something never decide my own. Please, Reen, as fellow Thor's representative, which form do you think I should take? Why, me? You're great the way you are. I think you should stay the way you are. You've got a tough head, and you need to be strong and hardy. I recommend using the body type that best accounts for that. Thank you, Reen. You're absolutely right. So, this is how I'll go to war. There. Now I confess I'm fine about it without hesitation. Reen, I know choosing between two forms of heart-stopping beauty is no easy task, but I'm grateful you're able to do so. Glad it could help. Gotta say I'm impressed. It's been a while since anyone asked me to make this. It's probably the most bitter dish in my repertoire. Tastes like something you get used to. Most people, well, they tend to pass out when they try it for the first time. It's healthy and all, but I usually save it for hardcore survivalists. Well, I'm not frightened. If it helped me grow, it'll finish off your last bite. Same here. As a son of the Empire, I should be picky about his food. Well said. Bring it on, Freddy. Okay, don't say I didn't warn you. But it's set for the ultimate gastronomic experience, made from only the most magical ingredients and laying bitterness on bitterness. Behold, the Freddy Special. Show me determination to fight your way through the taste explosion at the end of the tunnel. What exactly are those three doing? It looks like they're all prepared to see this through to the bitter end. Wonderful. This is practically a meeting of the 4 great houses. Yeah, we just need Patrick to make it a full set. We got together over what different regions, how the war is likely to affect them, as well as how each ought to proceed should the war drag on longer than expected. See, I'm really sorry for putting that burden on your collective shoulders. To be fair, these two are already in positions where they have to govern their territory, but I'll accept the apology, sure. Fair, the entire world is in the balance here. We can't afford to leave anything to chance. The world needs more knights like yesterday. It's a good reminder of what we're fighting for. Right, we'll definitely make it through this. Our final special ops mission is done today. We'll collect ourselves and make sure we're ready by noon. That reminds me, I've spent quite a bit of time in the pom-pom party recently, but I haven't had a chance to challenge you yet. Speaking of games, it's also been a while since I played a round of Vantage Masters. Let me know if you fancy a match instructor. You might know if your Vantage Master skills. I'm sure you're no pushover in Pom Party either. Anyway, I'll play if you think you're up to it. Okay. So this is one where I'm just going to challenge her right away in this because I think Knight. Okay, so
play with me a little.
Play with me a little. After me, okay, witch, I'm fine with all these. Okay, I like that, and then Tarbis in the back, and keep the card, thank you. Okay, I need you here to drag out some. Do that, get a free 5-er, do that, and then you can't do anything, so do that. Okay. So, gonna plop you in the back, gonna plop this on you, give me an extra 4, which will allow me to boost your health. I'll plop her there. Attack you. Attack you. Okay. Okay, boom. Oh, they're up there. 5 spread out. Can't do that. Skill. Let's do that. That way there's no worries. Let's do that. And then that. Just empty his... You're gonna try and empty his hand in field, basically. That's what I think I'll try and do for the most part. And I can just use my... use that to do more damage. Boom, that. That. There we go.
Oh my, you're better than I expected.
Oh yeah, look at all those droplets. Nice. And then coming out. How's it going? Oh, I see a glint in your eyes today. What, do I ever be dour? Nah, not really. You just look especially determined. You know, if you keep reaching for the stars, I bet you get further than you expect. I'm looking forward to what shit gets real. Don't leave any unfinished business for later. In case there is no later, just be realistic. I appreciate the tip. Come to think of it, I've got much more to thank you for. I hope I can count on you to the end. You bet, Tachi boy.
Wanna buy something? Come on, I got some good stuff.
Hey, you bet, Tachi boy. Nothing new there, nothing new. Well. Yeah, never really.
Come on, buy some more.
Phew, managed to get everything set up. You seem busy. Did something happen? Between the fortune and the payoffs, everything's just mental. And the resource shortage with the upcoming war makes things worse. I have to pitch in as a merchant and member of Thor's. I see you've been helping and getting resources to different areas. Ah, hi. Just leave the stuff up to me. With the merchant network and Hugo's influence, we can get this sorted out somehow. I'm really glad to have you both on board. I'm counting on you. Okay, so that's that. Now let's go onto the deck. Oh boy. Hey, how's it going, Stark? Hey, Stark, what's up? You seem a little preoccupied. Oh, Instructor Reen, I guess I do, huh? Just like Kurt's got this big battle of him, I'm not sure what I should say. My mind's drawing a blank, it's super frustrating. Stark. Finally, I see him again, just when I was thinking I might be able to repay him for all he's done. This happens. I know very well that most people never get chances like this, just that time goes a little too short, you could say. And I'm sorry, Instructor, I shouldn't bother you with this. Hey now, Stark, you know you don't have to worry about that kind of thing with me. Still, now I know how you feel. I can't just walk away and forget about it. I heard that Crow really took you under his wing. Tell you a sharp eye, school you in games, that sort of thing. So I wanted to describe your relationship. It really is more like a teacher-student dynamic, isn't it? You said you wanted to repay him, so wouldn't it be good to show your teacher just how much his protege has grown? Show him, huh? I think I know what you mean, Instructor. And the thing about it, I haven't challenged him to a match of anything since we reunited. But honestly, any time I ever won against him has been due to pure luck. Ability hasn't been a factor in the slightest. And the more I think about it, the more it just gnaws at me. Hey, here's an idea. Why not channel that frustration into a round of Vanish Masters? I'm sure Crow would be game. You know, that's not a bad idea. Plus, I do have some things I'd like to tell him. Does that mean you're in? Yeah, if he's up for it, then I'm ready anytime. Even though you're here, I appreciate if you observe the match. If you have time, would you mind sticking around watching? Think it over. Would you mind if I got back to you in a little bit? Sorry. Of course, Instructor, we know how busy you are. Anytime, I appreciate it. I'll do this next stream. Do an impromptu performance on the deck. You got value out of yourself, Lenore. Yeah, right? I get nervous too many people watching me, but I want to try a new phrase I've been working on and get some feedback on it. Hey, sounds like fun. Oh, it is. I'm having a blast, not just because of the song. But in Valerie now, you'd never think she used to be so distant around people just a few months back. Am I right, Instructor? Hey, Lenora. She's right. You made some really impressive progress. Come to think of it, it was the same with Altina. Maybe you just got a talent for bringing out the best in people, Lenora. No, maybe about it. You say so. I don't feel like I did anything special, though. We really need to put an end to this dumb war and get back to normal. Can't wait for the Modern Music Club to get back together and start playing shows again. We'll make it happen. To be honest, I'm still a little shy about singing in front of an audience, but I guess I gotta get over that sooner or later. Okay, so that's that. Now down to ship deck 1. Okay. Bam. Shop. Let's go. I'm telling you, troops, there's more to horses than the summer races. We got to get out there and see them once this war's over. Sure, I'm down to watch some races. Me too, especially if there's money on the line. I hear something about money on the line. Sorry, Instructor probably seems kind of careless us talking about this when the war's right around the corner. Come on, this ain't that bad. Right? Nothing wrong with discussing our hopes for a brighter, hopefully more financially comfortable future. Agreed, I'm not about to stop you. In fact, maybe I'll come along. Use all of my winnings to treat you to voice a high-class meal. Now you're talking! Ain't that easy. Takes a keen eye to pick a winner. It'd be interesting to see which of us would win the race with the highest payout. Only one way to find out. Count me in. Yeah. In the race with you guys, huh? Oh, guess it might not be too bad. Oh, might not be a bad idea to just hit up anyone who might be interested, you know what I mean? You might be onto something there. Okay. Oh, how's it going, you two? Oh, Tan, so this is where you work. Yep, enjoying some quality family time with sisters, so we can't deny that label anymore. Absolutely not. And you're finally starting to feel more honest with your feelings. I'm proud of you, Tilly. May not be able to touch you in astral form, but you still deserve a reward for that. Hug time. You know, if you're ever lonely, I'd be happy to go take a nap with you in the big room. Why would I ever want that? You're so much closer now. It's like the regular sisters. It's heartwarming, really. Regular sisters, and one of them's a ghost. Amen. Meister Mint, you did an admirable job with my maintenance while I was unable to speak. You have my gratitude. You're welcome, Val. It's been fun watching you get so much cooler over time. Likewise. I'm afraid we must face the facts. This may well be goodbye. Even if we succeed in defeating the Ebon Knight, I doubt I will ever be the same afterward. It's likely that my awakener I will... Nope. Sorry, Val. Can't let you talk like that. Reen's going to be fine. You're going to be fine. You both have to come back. Because you're my friend. Friends don't just leave each other. You are correct. Friends do not just leave each other. I will hold off on my goodbyes. No, Val, I had no idea Valmar and Mint talked about this kind of stuff. You heard all that too, huh? Looks like they finished up their last maintenance session. Both come so far. Celine, are you crying? No, it's just dusty in here. Okay. So, I'm gonna need to see if I can... Wait, what the hell? Strengthen... So, does this... Interesting. Oh, so this is the thing. Okay, so I need to see if I can somehow get a Mars gem. Regardless, I can make the Saphriel one. 96 U material. That's fucking bonkers. And gives me... God. 120,000 more and CP plus 20 at the start of a battle. Jesus Christ.
Let's begin.
EPRQ. Speed orb. That's quite a bit.
Huh? Done already?
Actually,
Done already.
shot by...
I'm itching to get started. See you later.
Okay. At least Tita doing some gear maintenance. Yeah, we've been comparing operating data for some last minute tweaks. The XA was actually designed with this sort of work in mind. We've never been able to get such a great data without you, so thanks. Glad we could help you out. I have to thank Tio as well. Right, the Epstein Foundation does a lot of work on the Orbigo development. A lot of people worked hard to get us this far. It's time to put all their research to good use. Better no way to show our gratitude. These gears aren't just weapons of war, they've been developed with functions like disaster prevention in mind as well. Show our foes we're serious about building a better world. With you two this determined, I feel like there's no way we can lose. Okay, so let's go to the... Actually, where was it? Was it Orbital Factory where I can buy weapons? Shot by...
Welcome. See ya.
Shotgun weapons.
Welcome. Be well.
Interesting. Okay. So... Now, at this point, I think it is safe for me to... do stuff. Let us... You know what? I will... Okay. Marcus 2, request.
Tell me.
Well,
Okay. Not bad at all.
Not bad at all. Okay. File notes. Battle notes. Book notes. Okay. And then... Get all these in. Okay, come on. Button mash this shit. Okay, and then ADF. Good. Okay. Now, this is where I am going to end the stream. Fingers are strong with this one. The thumb is strong. Yeah. So I'm going to end the stream here because I think we have a lot of stuff to do next stream. So I'm going to save it for then. I'm definitely I can already sense I'm not going to be finishing this game in the next stream. But I will get I don't want to say I'll get damn close, but I will, I'll probably be a lot closer than I was. So, tomorrow I'm getting my second COVID shot. So, as many people probably heard, the second one is a bit of a doozy. So, Saturday I might not be able to stream. So, I'm honestly shooting for a Sunday stream. So, you know, if you're curious about when I go live next, just follow me on Twitter or just wait for a notification on Twitch. But regardless, thank you for joining Kai Pai and my wonderful mod Rias. This was a wonderful night. Kai Pai, I apologize. I didn't realize that I could go see Claire's event. However, I will see it eventually once I do a all achievement run of this game on PC. But regardless, thank you all for joining me. This was a great stream. We got some nice stuff. Got a very nice clip made. So I hope to see you all later. Bye.